Ah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 16 of Ahwa, ladies and gentlemen. We're here. I'm wearing my black dishdasha because today we are here to attend the funeral of Manchester United. Anyone else feeling real good today? Big up to everyone in the chat. There is already 230 of you in here. We ain't even started yet. We haven't even introduced the panel. Everyone watching us right now or on the replay, because I know a whole lot of you guys like to watch us on the replay. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. Please like and subscribe. Keep letting me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And let me introduce the reason why we're all happy today. The reason why we're all in a phenomenal mood today. Of course, it's the Arsenal rep. French Montana has turned up today in a dishdasha himself. Rapping Arsenal Football Club, ladies and gentlemen. Man like Saad is here. How are you doing, Saad, man?
In the words of Hamza, what does he do? Yeah, we're gonna cook them today. Yeah, Man United are getting cooked today. There's some upset faces. You know, I'm on top of the moon right now. I'm in cloud 9. I don't know where the hell I am. I'm somewhere. Yeah, but big up to all my gooners in the damn chat. Yeah, make sure to like this. Yeah, make sure to leave comments letting me know that how you feel after this win. Let me know in the comments below how you feel, man. Come on, let's get into this, man. Hit the like button.
Let's go. Now let me introduce the 3 losers, because I got 3 points today as well. So loser number 1, he lost yesterday, so he gets less loser treatment than the other 2 losers. But here to talk about Chelsea first, Man United, you best believe that. First talk about, here to represent Chelsea. They did lose to Nottingham Forest at home after all. Of course, none other than the man himself, the man that's given us all headaches till tomorrow. Man like Ziad is in the cut. How you doing, Ziad, man?
Big up, man. Big up Hassan. Big up everyone. Big up Saad. Big up the whole chat. Yeah, man. Let's here to cook United. That's it. That's all we're here to do. But make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to like and subscribe, man. Come on, let's get the likes up before we start. Let's go. Big up, man.
Let's go. I love this comment from Red and White, who's actually a Liverpool fan. He's like, remember, guys, it's not Staffy's fault his club is a bad. Yeah, let's actually keep this energy, because it ain't really, I'm gonna be honest, it's not my guy's fault. Like, the funniest part was I was doing the watch along. I went to Staffy TV, watched his live reaction. He was like, when they equalized, right? This is Staffy. I just literally said, don't let them react straight away. I just said, don't let them react straight away. And we're here literally 30 seconds later, and Arsenal have already equalized. You cannot write it. I just said it. So, of course, Man United's finest, ladies and gentlemen. Man like Staffy is in the building. How you doing, Staffy, man?
Just remember, people, they want to be you, but they can't be you. So he can sit here and copy my accent all he wants, but there's only one Staffy out there. And on that point, it's the funniest thing. You could actually go back and clip it. If you was there 5 seconds earlier, you would have brought that clip. I was looking at the screen. I was like, okay, we just equalized. No matter what happened. Sorry, we just took the lead. Don't let them answer. No, they just fucking answered. It was in the same sequence. It was actually the same sequence. So if you would have went back, you would have seen that. But listen, whoever said that, I appreciate you. Whoever in the comments said, remember, this is not Staffy's fault. I am fed up with people talking to me like I'm one of the Glazer sons. I don't own the club. It's not my fault. Well, I bro, the way that people are moving with me, it's like I own the club. You know what I mean? So just remember, it's not my fault. It's another day of my club putting me in the mud. Ziad, I saw that you tried to deflect, but we're not going to completely deflect and speak about
Of course. We're talking about the big game of the weekend.
Yeah.
No one cares about Nottingham Forest.
We will. You shall be answered. You know, you shall be questioned and you shall answer. And I hope Ozzy turns up, so I'm not doing this on my own. But big up for having me.
Big up Mustafa Glazer. Of course, Ozzy is here. So here to talk about Manchester United, of course. Ozzy Glazer has also joined us, the second member of the Glazers family. Let me actually go see what he predicted. He's actually the only one on the predictions show, which I haven't done the calculations for yet. The only one on the predictions show to predict the Man United win. So today we're gonna ask him why Man United didn't win the game. That's
No,
what
he said
predicted.
loss. He said we lose 2-0.
No, he predicted Man United win.
La, he said 2-0 Arsenal, actually.
Brother,
Maybe you have it
about to
written
pull up
down
the
on.
predictions now. I'm literally about to pull up the predictions right now because you make me look like a liar in front of these people.
Because yesterday on my channel, he said 2-0 Arsenal. Today on my channel during the game, he said, I still think it's going to be 2-0. Or I think.
Bro, he literally predicted 2-0 Man United. It's in the predictions thing.
Really? Ozzy انت غبي ولا ايه? So how'd you predict both? Ozzy predicted 2-0 to each team.
Hey, on your channel, it's different. This is football predictions. Man, like Ozzy's here. How you doing, Ozzy, man?
I'm not good, man. I'm not good. I'll be honest. I'm not good. Big up to you. Big up to the panel. Big up to the chat. First of all, don't lie about my name. I said actually it was going to be 2-0 Arsenal. I'm not
That's what I'm
surprised.
saying. Ozzy, you said 2-0 Arsenal. Why is he saying 2-0 United?
It must have been a typo or something because I said it on the voice note as well in the group chat, but it's fine. Yeah, man. Listen, it is what it is. Man's here. I'll take my cooking in peace. But low key, the people that should be getting the cooking are the ones that came out and said that, oh, why are you scared of Arsenal? Whatever. I knew this was going to happen. I knew we were going to lose. I didn't know that we were going to be competitive like that, but I thought we were going to get thumped 3-1, 4-1, something around that. So it happened, didn't it? But big up to you. Big up to everyone in the chat. Make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you show love to everyone here. And Mum's life. If this guy with the shade, if he does not stop smiling, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna get a first flight to end right now because I swear to you, you were in the bin. You were crying when Garnacho went 1-on-1. You were crying, and now you want to come out looking like a French Montana B-Tech version. All right, cool. Let's do it.
Nah, when he scored that goal, I was like, if you go watch my watch along, you will see me say it's offside. It's definitely offside.
Oh, because you saw the
Hey, guys,
That's all I
guys, 1 second.
Yeah.
Everyone look at the thumbnail. So you see what I did with the thumbnail there? I put the picture of Garnacho kissing the badge. But listen, final member is here. This is the first time we brought the whole crew back because all hell broke loose this weekend. What? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Arabs can't be together without corruption. So the most corrupt judge on earth is here, ladies and gentlemen, from Iskandariya in Italy, joining us right here, right now. Man, like Judge Mo is here. How you doing, Mo, man?
I'm all right. Good. I got the prediction right. I got my 3 points.
مو انا بحذرك تسيبني في حالي النهارده. Out of all days,
I want to know the score though. Did I win again?
you probably I think you had the most scores.
We'll get to the predictions later, man. That's not important right now. Why are you outside in the balcona outside? Are you in Egypt, bro?
قاعد في
It's a good
الفرندا.
weather. It's a good weather. So I'm just
الفريسكا.
sitting outside.
اوزي بتاع الفريسكا هيعدي دلوقتي. فريسكا.
You guys are jealous because you've never known even what Saint-Tropez is. That's the problem.
Wow.
I mean,
yeah.
everyone listen.
Yani, I was
Everyone-
just hanging out a couple of days ago. I don't know if you know Nagib Sawiris. I was just hanging out in the coffee shop and Sawiris and his friends were just sitting next to us. So with his motorsport.
Don't lie to us.
So it's all right. It's all right. You can just
Isn't
say
he
that,
part
it's fine.
owner of Villa?
It's all
Isn't he part
right.
owner of Villa? No? Sawiras?
No, that's
Then you
his
ask
brother.
for 1 million?
His brother, I think it's
That's his brother. That's Samih. I think Samih is that Nagib
Oh,
Sawiris.
طب why didn't you ask him for 1 million بدل ما قاعد بالطيب؟
يا عم يعني ask the guy اقول له روح اشحت من الراجل اقول له اديني 1 million.
Listen, guys, if
If I met Elon Musk, I'd be like, can you write me a check for 1 million? That's what I'd say. Anyway, big up Andrew says Chelsea fan, did you lose your sunglasses?
I mean, bro, go get my sunglasses right now, bro. What's your problem? Don't ask me
Wow.
stupid
ما
questions.
انت يا
Don't ask
man.
me stupid questions. I'll get my sunglasses right
You
now.
wear the same things, bro. Like what?
Yeah, I'll get my
what are you wearing,
sunglasses.
bro? What is that, bro?
First of all,
What, bro?
What?
First
is
of all,
this?
don't get annoyed
Oh.
that we're wearing the traditional Arab clothing.
Yeah,
Thank
are you
very much.
racist? Why are you racist?
Unbelievable. You know what's worse than the loss?
I am
Glazers
what?
in.
I
Hey,
am racist,
For being racist.
bro. You're white as like what the fuck, the sun, bro. Just fucking call me racist, for fuck's sake, bro. Bro, what the fuck is this guy?
big up to you, Waves. And finally, Nilat Pal says Mo the judge is going to be Mo the Butcher. today. Don't go anywhere, guys. Buckle up, get your popcorn ready, like and subscribe. Make sure you're listening to Neil Tpal's message there. Everyone hit the like button, subscribe. Already 800 people in here. We ain't even started yet. And let's just get to it. Big up to you guys, man. Get them likes up. And let's just get this party started. Saad?
Sam, I just want to say one thing, by the way. Everyone in the comments, I will not be responding to the free seats. If you want to be a big boy, bring out your big boy wallet and address me with your money. I will not be reading any free seats. The comments are off. I will not be paying it. Yeah, because all these guys want to come at me. I'm not responding to anyone. So if you want my attention, pull out your wallet. That's all I'm saying. Until then, I'm sitting here smoking my shisha. And this B-Tech French Montana, he looks like French Montana if you didn't know how to speak French. So behave yourself.
Parle français. No?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm not trying to be CR7 so bad. Wallahi, it's disrespect, says Tony Bloom. You know, I always want, imagine, guys, this is actually, you know, Tony Bloom, if you're really Tony Bloom, just DM me. Come, let's sponsor the show together. Big up to you, Tony Bloom. Imagine there's the Brighton owner out here just watching our show randomly. And Waves was rooting for you guys. I can't lie. Waves today he was fully doing GGMU in my chat. Made me vomit, but in the end, Arsenal pulled through for me. Habibi Arsenal. Tislamu. Warda, ya Arsenal. Mwah.
Did you see how he said, y'all let me down? Like, what did I do, Waves? Was I the one defending instead of Evans? What do you want me to do?
Okay, listen. خلاص, everyone just said like, subscribe already. Yalla, Saad, talk to the people. Arsenal, Man United, of course, what we're going to start.
Firstly, it was crazy. You know when you said, but Arsenal done it for me, yeah? And then you looked over to me and went, you know, when I looked down at Ozzy, bro, man was like this. Hold on, let me just take this. I was like, bro, the dirtiest look. You know, it's crazy right now. He's actually vexed.
I love it.
Anyway, so let's get into this, man. Let's break the game down. So, number one, from this game, the first thing you had to learn is that I don't even need to be on my A game to beat these men at my home. These men come to my home. I don't even have to be at my A game. I can have a game where I don't even look good. Yeah, I wasn't pressing you guys the whole game. I wasn't. I didn't look like I was really there to take the game fully. No, I let you guys sit there in the back passing it around. And then while I was there, not even having a good game, these man had Anthony on the right wing. This man was like this. So many times in the game, he's like this. That's all I see him do. And then majority of the time, he's there with his hands by his hips like this, just looking at them. Can I have it?
Sad.
I will start off with. No, Mo.
You know, I thought he's done. He just
started.
Do you think that's...
Mo, he just started,
man. لا مو اسمعني سيبوا يعق وزي سيبوا يعق عشان
my bad people. I thought he had a long pause, so I thought he was done.
Yeah, سيبوا يعق
we still need to go through the goals, Mo. We still need to go through
English because I don't have all day.
Yeah. Okay, brother, we have it's only 14
minutes. Oh, we do have all day. I'm
only 14 minutes in here, akhi. So
crazy how Sam only has all day when United lose. When Liverpool lose, let's move swiftly to Chelsea. That's what he does. Crazy.
Yeah.
You know how I know you're just a liar? Liverpool ain't lost this whole year. So when did this happen?
Waffler. Absolute waffler. You've
That's
always
what I
been
thought.
Like
Exactly.
But let him finish and I'll respond to you after.
Yeah. Anyway.
Tfadal, Saad. Tfadal. Sorry for the rude interruptions for the losers.
It's okay, man. I know they're hurt right now, innit? So
they're hurt.
Let's
Go on with it.
Let's start off with the first goal. Oh, actually, no. Let me start off with my worst player on the pitch, Kai Havertz. Yeah, I'll give you guys that one. Yeah, Kai Havertz. You played us with 10 men. We had 10 men on the pitch. And you played us, and you still couldn't beat us, man. When we had 10 men on the pitch for a whole game. So let's go to the first goal. Yeah, Rashford getting his annual Emirates goal. We knew that was gonna happen. I saw it. I said it from the start. I said, right, this is how it's gonna go, guys. Rashford is gonna score a first goal, and then automatically we're gonna wake up as soon as he scores that goal. What happens? It's like I read the script for how the game was gonna go. Rashford scores. Man United fans are still celebrating. Meanwhile, on the other side of the pitch, Ødegaard is there cupping his ears to the Arsenal fans saying, "What's up? What's up?" Yeah, that's 1-1. So 1-1, the game goes on. Yeah, passing. They start to get into the game a bit. They start to get into the game, and they still can't score. Yeah, Martial, Rashford having a couple of runs. You know, there's some runs being done into the box. You know, it's not that many attacks, but they're trying their best. They're trying their best. The Garnacho goal now. The Garnacho goal. I'm not even going to talk about the penalty for
He's
Havertz.
still celebrating.
I'm not even going to talk about the Kai Havertz thing, innit? Because the Garnacho goal, as a player, you should know to never, in this day and age especially, you never carry on celebrating. Never. And I saw him, yeah. This guy is the most fraudulent son of a gun I've ever seen in my life. Because you know when he was running, yeah, he was like this. I thought this guy was about to do this. I was like, that's not you, brother. Chill out. That's not you. You're not that guy. So, okay, we let him go ahead. We let him do what he needs to do. He scored the goal. He celebrated like an idiot, kissed the badge in front of the fans. And then the referee said to him, hold on a minute. Let me take that goal back. You don't need that. So we move on to Declan Rice, my man of the match, the man that ran the whole pitch. Yeah, when certain man tell me all Declan Rice does is pass sideways, Mr. Pass sideways to sideways to side to side. Yeah, he fucking ran it today, man. Yeah, people tell me, I don't think he can be a defensive midfielder. I don't think he can do what Partey does. I don't think he can control that defensive midfield like that. He can't do it. But Declan Rice today, yeah, saw all those people, he lined them up and he put a middle finger up to them and said, fuck you guys, because I can fucking do it. Yeah? All it takes is one mistake in that United game when he got put as a lone six. All it took was him playing in that Man United game in the preseason to say, right, so that's what's not to do. This is what I'm going to do now. And it's funny enough that he played against, in that lone six, against Man United again. It's funny. And he does. And what does he do? Here we go. Ozzy started.
This is how you know Ozzy's rattled.
He's rattled, brother. I saw it from his face when he first came. Anyway, let's stay on topic. So, ball comes in from a corner, yeah, chest down, yeah. Bear in mind, the chest when he chested it down, it was awful. The touch with his chest was awful. It went all the way over there. I could have gone to the shops and back, and you still wouldn't have been able to get to it because Johnny Evans is sitting there messing about with Gabriel for some reason. I don't know, they're hugging or something. So he has chested it down, and with one swing hits it, bang. Johnny Evans again plays with the assist, bang. Thank you very much for assisting the goal. And guess what, Mr. Onana. Let's talk about Onana.
Near post.
So firstly, he can't cover his near post. Secondly, this donkey, I use Hassam's word there, this donkey celebrates. Oh, what donkey do you know that celebrates in front of the Arsenal fans like this? He ran over to them, went like this, and he went, ah! And then next thing you know, the next place where you're looking at him, and he's like this, calm down, guys, calm down, guys. Calm down. He's putting his head down. I'm like, brother, life comes at you fast. You know when they say karma, you know what comes around goes around. That's it. That what goes around came around for him. And that's the second goal. And if that wasn't the cherry on the top, yeah? If that wasn't the cherry on the top, Fabio Vieira. Oh, Nana. What's my name? Oh, Nana. You know, my voice is still lost, yeah, because of how much I screamed when Declan Rice scored, by the way, yeah? My voice is still gone. But anyway, the last goal, man. Oh,
you know, Jesus, all you have to say is Johnny Evans is still slide tackling. That's all you have to say.
Brother, firstly, he sent him to the shops for Rizla, Fanta, and some cigarettes.
Wasn't it Dallo? I think it was Dallo.
It was Dallo.
Dallo, Johnny Evans, Maguire.
Bro,
doesn't matter.
Rumor has it, he's still sliding. He's still sliding now.
Rumor has it that there's centre-back partnership for Bayern Munich. Subhanallah.
Oh my God. Oh, brother, you can't do that to me.
Hey, hey.
We'll just wait for my.
Sure.
if that's not Arab country right there, bro, the motorbike going past. So
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. When this
Gabriel-
guy tried to pretend he's in
Oh,
Italy, I
what?
just laugh at him.
It's crazy, bro. That's as Arab as it gets, bro. The motorbike
That's
going past.
Alexandria right there, 100%.
But anyway, if people tell me that Gabriel Jesus is not composed, people tell me that Gabriel Jesus is not composed, for him to go bow, quick little fake shot, the guy slides past, he's looking at me, he's like, oh shit, okay, all right, and then he goes back to Onana, he's like, okay, Onana, what's my name? What's your name, brother? Onana, yeah, okay, bang, Thierry Henry type finish. You know when he just angles his body, shoots. That's what it was, man. That was perfect, bro. Perfect. And you know when he just does that? I felt so good, man. I felt so good. And the worst thing is, Hassam, you know what the worst thing is? This has been the best week for me. Because yesterday, Glazers in. Today, I dunked on them. And then as well as that, after the game, this fraud, a bold fraud of a manager comes out and says Sancho has not been performing in training. Guess who comes out? Guess who comes out with an official statement?
All hell's broken loose
Mr.
at Old Trafford.
Sancho. Mr. Sancho says, I'm the scapegoat. This guy scapegoats me every time he does something wrong. He calls for my name. He comes to me and he says, I'm putting your neck on the chopping block, man, because you have to take this one. Yeah, he doesn't go for Onana. He doesn't go for Johnny Evans or Harry Maguire. Yeah, he doesn't go for these players. He doesn't go for Martial, who's having had a terrible game. No, he goes for Sancho, the guy who didn't even play. Unlucky.
Speaking of chopping block, I want to let Staffy go now, and then after that we open the floor.
Yeah.
Staffy.
Speak your mind, Staffy,
Go on.
man. Don't be afraid.
Yeah,
Speak
speak
your
your
heart.
mind.
Speak your heart, man.
Literally.
He can't hear us.
Oh, so he was listening to music. He went. He's a disrespectful piece of shit. He's a disrespectful piece of shit.
Oh,
Is he done?
he's done,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
done.
yeah,
It's your turn.
I mean, I was listening.
Stop.
I was listening to the real French Montana instead of this fraud. Is he done?
Wow.
My guy.
You know. The funny thing is, he's acting like I don't have his Twitter and his number, and I'm not gonna sit here taking clips from this video and sending them to him on spam. So he's acting like he can get away with it just because he listens.
So you're gonna clip me, and I'm gonna go viral because of you, which brings me fame. Thank you, Habibi. I would appreciate if you do that. 'Cause I'm trying to grow my channel.
Of course, man.
Thank you. I'm trying to grow my channel.
Brother, at the end of the day, man.
That Habibi, big up. Which reminds me of everyone. Road to 1K is not over yet. We'll get to 1K. But listen, I have no idea what this brother said. I was listening to the real French Montana. While this guy was I'm assuming was he waffling? I'm assuming he was waffling.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah.
Okay, I will speak on the game in my unbiased opinion, as I always do. As I did on the terrace, as I did on Igals, as I did on my show.
You cannot go unbiased by definition because your club's involved.
Well, whether my club is involved or not, I always speak the truth. They used to call
biased ever. Don't ever talk about bias.
You know, Ozzy.
I'm saying Sad got punked. Big up to you, Waves, man. Go ahead.
Remember Paul Pearce? His name was the Truth. That's me on YouTube. I'm the Truth. Anyways, regardless of what this guy said. And the waffling that he did, I think Arsenal deserved to win anyways. I said Arsenal should win anyways. They did have the home advantage. They do have, in my opinion, the better team. Partey was out, but good for Arteta. He was able to find a way to get this team playing like they did last season. The only thing I heard this fake French Montana saying is that they can beat us no matter what, something like that. Like it didn't take them until the 94th minute of extra time, I think, to score a deflected goal. Listen, he wants to be disingenuous all he wants. That's fine. Bro, you can get close to the mic all you want. Listen, you can speak all you want. It's not going to make it right. You know, I wish you were as right as
nobody gives a fuck about performances. They give a fuck about results. I got the result.
And I'll tell you something. When it was 2-1, you was crying. But listen, you want to sit here and act like you had this game won for 90 minutes. You haven't. Your team showed fight at the end.
مين فيكم اللي بتهاوش مع الطاولة اللي قدامه؟
أكيد
بصير يعني
أكيد مو قاعد بياكل يعني قاعد على الكافيه. He's literally at Al Ahwa. Like, if there was ever a time someone
Lock
at
it
Al
off.
Ahwa, it's him right now. But listen,
Okay.
man, I think they deserve to win. Any team in 2023 that's bringing
Wallah,
on
wala
Johnny Evans to close out the game in the Emirates, you deserve to lose. But yet again, it brings us to the point that why the fuck are we even at that point? Why are we having to bring on Johnny Evans? Yes, I get the injuries, but why is he even in the squad? You know, we were supposed to get Kim Min-jae, but we're bringing on Johnny Evans. We're bringing on Maguire, who got a round of applause by the fans. You know, if there was ever a definition of being in the mud, it is in the mud right now. But this is why I told you, Sad, in the beginning, you can shit on the team, but you won't be able to cook me, because I say this shit every week anyways. You know, you can't cook me when I didn't even predict us to win. So congrats. Kudos to you. Kudos to your team. Kudos to Arteta. It's a good 3 points to pick up right before the international. It's a good 3 points to pick up before the international break. We have to go and settle our issues right now because we have Ten Hag beefing with Sancho for some reason. Yet again, another situation in this club where we have player power versus manager. It's always us, by the way, that this happens. But yeah, man, there's not much to say in the 90 minutes. We could talk about the events all we want. The penalty, I don't think it was a penalty. The offside, listen, if it's offside, it's offside. I think the line looked dodgy, but I never sit here and complain about referees anyways. I try to avoid it. So if it's offside, it's offside. We did it well where Garnacho came off the bench. I always said this guy's an impact sub. When he plays 90 minutes, he stinks it out. When he comes on for 90 minutes, he runs with his pace and he makes he's a threat when he's on in the last 20 minutes. He did so. Unfortunately, on another day, this goal stands and we win 2-1. On another day, we pick up the 3 points. But football is a humbler, like they say. The decision was overturned and they went ahead and then they got the goal right away. So what's his name? Sad can be shameless and act like they had the game in the bag the 90 minutes. I think most of our players did a good job.
Where was Bruno Fernandes in the big game?
Listen, Habibi, let me tell you something because maybe you don't know me. Even Hussein will tell you that. When you talk to me, you don't talk to me about Bruno Fernandes. I like Hussein more than I like Bruno Fernandes, and that's just say something. Okay? So never talk to me about Bruno.
First of all, don't say shit like that, Staffy. Don't say shit like that.
That's not true.
Yeah?
Yesterday I was saying he was trash and that he shouldn't be in the combined 11
Yeah,
that we
what's
did
that?
yesterday on your channel, Staff. And
No,
you
but
said,
Ozzy, you remember what I said? But do you remember
no,
what
it
I
doesn't
said?
matter because you
It
made
doesn't
me
matter,
look,
Ozzy, because
no,
Ozzy,
because you
Habib
made me
Abi.
look like an idiot. No, because I
Okay.
said he can be in that team and he doesn't appear in big games. And another game right now, Staff.
I said with his creativity, playing with Rice and Partey, he would be a better midfielder.
What creativity? What creativity am I seeing on a consistent basis?
I'm not going to sit here and defend Bruno Fernandes, Habibi. What, did you not just hear what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're going to be off camera the whole show, Habibi.
Another big game where he didn't turn up. I said it on the terrace. I'm going to say it here again. I want to say thank you to 4 players and 4 players only. Thank you to Unana. Thank you to Delo. Thank you to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And thank you to Anthony. Because these guys, to me, with the circumstances of the game and playing against a team that is...
Why are you thanking Wan-Bissaka?
Wan-Bissaka had a great game against Martinelli. What are you talking
No,
about?
Dalot did well. I thought Dalot did well against
Dalot,
Saka.
no. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Dalot kept Saka quiet. To be
No,
honest,
but it's
Saka
usually
doesn't look
Wan-Bissaka was the defensive guy. It was the opposite today. Dalot was the defensive guy.
But Martinelli, I'll tell you something. Regardless of the score, everyone here who watched the game can admit that Martinelli and Wan-Bissaka was a good matchup because there's a few times where Martinelli got the best out of him, and there's a few times where Wan-Bissaka got the best out of him. And to be fair,
I disagree with that. I disagree.
I think Wan-Bissaka and Dalot were the reasons Saka and Martinelli were quiet.
No, Dalot, I agree. Dalot,
Wan-Bissaka was good, man. Wan-Bissaka was good. Wan-Bissaka was good.
No, Martinelli had a great game. Martinelli was getting all he wants on that side.
No. I wouldn't say all he wants.
Yeah,
he
he was
got
all
past
over
him a few times. This is what I'm saying. This is what a duel is, where you win. Sometimes
What
you win,
the-
sometimes I win. There's a few times where Martinelli won his duels, and there's a few times where Bissaka kept them quiet. So it was a fair.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
stop it. If Martinelli won all his duels, the game would be 6-0.
Exactly.
So
That's what I meant. I don't think
it
Martinelli was that good.
doesn't work like that. The winger wins it once or twice, gets an assist or gets a chance or something. That's what a winger does. A winger isn't supposed to win all the duels. Defender.
But Martinelli's not a bust. He's not a nobody. I would still. I'll tell you something. If someone goes against Mbappe as an example, and Mbappe passes him a couple times, but he keeps him quiet another couple times.
But Martinelli isn't Mbappe.
Yeah,
no, but I'm giving you an example.
Mbappe,
Okay. Back to Martinelli. Is Martinelli a good winger? I've heard people saying he was better than Rashford.
He got the best. Anyway, we're dwelling on something that he's got the best.
Yeah,
I think Bissaka had a good game.
Like,
Listen, I'm not a fan of Wan-Bissaka, but for me to sit here and say he had a good game, you guys.
But Staffy, the Bruno thing, even though I've heard your opinion on it before, I can't lie, this is concerning. This is another big game that he just disappears in. Houdini act again. This is not normal. I'm gonna be
No,
honest.
they
with
want
you.
to.
just
They want
rolls
to.
around.
No, yeah,
Honest.
but listen, no.
They want to single out Mason Mount. What happened? Was it Mason Mount's fault this game? Did he? Was he the reason why our
No,
midfield was
it's
unbalanced? Come on, man. Was it?
Ten
What
Hag.
about you, Steph?
Ten
What
Hag.
about
It's
you
Ten
guys?
Hag's fault. It's Ten Hag's fault.
It's Ten Hag's fault now. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Let me-
Bruno Fernandes, I forgot he was playing. Rashford, I forgot he was playing.
So-
Casemiro, I
okay,
forgot he was playing.
So
I
what do you want us to say, Ozzy? What you want us to apologize to Mason Mount?
I
Is that
don't
what
want you to
us
apologize.
do?
I don't care. I'm just letting you know that you guys were wrong and I was right.
Sam, yeah.
No, you
Sam.
weren't right. No,
I don't think the midfield-
Sam.
Sorry,
Yo,
Ziad. Wait, Ziad.
Where is his comment? Hazami, what's up?
This is why I love that this is football
Ziad,
community. We've been different. Wallahi, we're
Do you
built
like them
different.
sugar mamas?
Ozzy,
Bro.
Ozzy, that's
You like
not
that?
true what you just said.
Calm down,
Forget
man.
Ziad now.
We-
Forget
we-
it.
You
We'll
singled
talk
out
about
Mount
it.
last time and you said
Forget,
you're not
yeah,
gonna win the game
forget about
regardless.
that. If Mason Mount was on today, it would have been even worse. So that
No, it
doesn't mean
wouldn't.
you're right.
No,
Doesn't
you
mean
Yes,
don't
it
know
would
that.
have been. Yes, it
You
would have
don't know that. You don't know that.
Ozzy,
You don't know
Ozzy,
that.
it doesn't mean having Mason Mount, not having Mason Mount,
Do you
and
know
not
that for a
looking
fact?
great.
No.
Let
Sorry,
me
one
just,
second.
I'll say
know?
one sentence and then it will go. Okay, I wouldn't know for a fact, and you wouldn't know that it's a fact as well. The fact that you were shit today has nothing to do with Mason Mount in the midfield. So I don't know why you're trying to be right and bring Mason Mount in.
I'm just telling you that because every time we lose a game and we're dominated in midfield, it's Mason Mount. Oh, the midfield is unbalanced. All right,
Bro,
now we
you
have
played
Ericsson.
3 games
You
with
said-
Mason
you
Mount.
said I
I
wanna
don't know
say
what you're
one sentence.
talking about.
You said you want to say one sentence and you'll let me go, but you're still talking over me.
Yeah, because you're
Let me
addressing me
Let
again.
me respond because you're telling me that the midfield is much more balanced with Ericsson, Bruno, and Casemiro. We've just gone to the Emirates with that midfield and we've got slapped up, 3-1. So is it still Mason Mount's problem? That's all I'm asking because you said this is the best midfield that Man United have.
If Mason Mount was on, you wouldn't lose in the 93rd minute. You would have lost in the 70th minute. Is that what you want to hear? Is that what you want to hear? I have a response to you, my friend, all the time.
You're always gonna up the debates to weird angles. Mount has nothing to do with it. We don't know what the game would have been like because Mount is actually more defensive than Ericsson would have been, and would have needed him in a game like this, especially with the gaps in
Mason
midfield.
Mount doesn't want to
But
answer.
at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and talk about someone that didn't play today.
Yes.
I've just come.
No, you are, because you started by saying Mason Mount, so you
I
are.
just wanted to say that one sentence because
actually are.
that's what you were mentioning
Sorry,
for the last game when you came when we lost.
No,
to
you're
Tottenham.
lying because you
When
just
we lost-
started your monologue
when-
with
when
Mason
we
Mount,
lost
so
to-
you're lying, bro.
When we
You're
lost
lying.
to Tottenham,
Who gives a
when we
shit
lost
when
to-
Amrabat is here? When Amrabat is here, he's gonna start. Can I not hear
When-
about anything about Ericsson and Mount? I don't care about
when
it. Let's talk
when
about
we
the game.
lost to Tottenham, that's what you brought up. So I gave you back your receipt and made you look like
Ozzy,
you're wrong.
just
Because
allow
you
it,
are
Ozzy.
wrong.
No,
Ozzy, allow it, allow it.
You're wrong.
It has
Just say
nothing
that
to
you're
do
wrong.
with that.
It's
It
just
has
say you're
nothing
wrong.
to do with that. You
Right.
played against Arsenal, supposedly one of the best teams. You got dominated in the midfield. That's all right. Just
We got
it's okay.
dominated. I don't even think they played that well today.
I think no, I don't think they did
So
either.
I didn't think Arsenal played well today, but I think
No.
Man United were
I didn't
absolutely
Well,
garbage.
Arsenal didn't dominate us today. They played well. They were the better team today. They deserved to win,
So
but they didn't dominate.
where was the passing happening? Where was the passing of Arsenal
I think in
happening?
the first
Isn't it
half
in the
we
final
dominated,
third? Isn't
I
it?
thought-
Wasn't the passing around your final third? It
Mm.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
We
yeah.
had listen. Let me
in
restore
the
some
final
order in
period of
here.
the game, usually Man United are actually they lose control of the game in the final 20-25 minutes. They're not as consistent or as attacking intensity wise than in the first half of the football game. That's when we die
Also,
out.
you know why? Because we don't play 90 minutes. In the first half, we had the majority of the possession, but it was more in our half. It was more between
We
Onana
always
and
do
the
that.
defenders.
We always do that.
The
by
second
way.
half, they start having more possession and they started cooking us a little bit more. And as crazy as this sounds, wallahi, Ozzy, this is gonna sound so mad. I actually missed Fred. I wish Fred was on the bench today. If Fred came on in the last 20 minutes and did a job instead of Ericsson when he lost his legs, I'm not saying we would have won, but he would have done something, bro, because we had no answers to get the ball off them. And every time we got the ball, we give it away right away. So by the way, the question wasn't Mount, Ericsson, or Casemiro. It's more of another game where we can't control the midfield. And whenever Bruno gets the ball, he tries to play the quick ball again. He tries to play the hero ball.
Let's just say how it is, though, Staff. Bruno
I am
isn't
saying
what
that,
people think they are. What people think Bruno is not who he actually
He's a
is.
G&A merchant. He's a G&A
Let's just
merchant. That's what he
let's
is,
just
bro.
say how it is. He's a
He's a
fraudulent
dead footballer,
midfielder
bro.
who shouts a lot, who shouldn't be the captain for Manchester United, who has a problem with his attitude. He never should have been the captain. Yeah. And let's just say how it is. He can't. He's not even fit enough to lace De Bruyne's boots. I apologize on behalf of all my fan base that came here a couple years ago, even a year ago, and come and tell you that De Bruyne is on the same level as Bruno, or Bruno can on his day is as good as De Bruyne. What an embarrassment! All of you.
Yeah, against a Forest that don't press us, Ozzy. But the minute we got pressed, you saw what happened today. The guy can't keep the ball. People were complaining about Anthony. You know what Anthony did today? He was an outlet. Every time he won the ball up the pitch, he was shielding the ball well. He would wait for someone, make him a pass, move the ball. He had a few good turns in the first half where he was like passing people. But then you look at Bruno, like, Bruno, I need to get out of my midfield. Can you hold the ball up for a minute? Nope. No answer. Long ball.
But Staffy, Ozzy, can you guys at least take a positive from this game? That at least it looks like he has some sort of a play style now.
Yeah, Habibi, the only positive from today is that the transfer is that we have 2 weeks off. That's the only positive.
No, but Staffy, all I'm saying is, yeah.
That ain't a positive because the last thing you think about is the result.
He's joking, yeah. He is gonna.
But you are.
I'm genuinely not.
This is what you're doing, though. You're doing the Twitter thing that you guys do on Spaces when you come in here. Go, we got absolutely slapped, bro. We cooked you. Let me cook the United fans. Let me cook the United fans. For 90 minutes, we were head to head with you guys. You nearly lost the game over an inch on the offside. You come here and tell me, no, what's his name? He doesn't even defend his near post. It was a deflected shot. It was a deflected shot. What do you want him to do? What do you want him to do?
He could save that. He could save that.
You gotta allow the shamelessness, Ozzy. That's the thing.
I'll tell you what. If he's really as good as goalkeeper, I'll tell you. Alisson would say that.
Ridiculous from Ozzy.
Alisson would say that.
Ozzy, you're doing the best impression of whatever makes you sleep at night.
What?
What are you saying? You were absolutely atrocious. Man United were absolutely
Man United was shocking, bro.
You literally said head to head. You said head to head.
I am the one that was saying before the game that we were gonna get slapped. I told you.
So you're telling me now that you went head to head with Arsenal? Is that
both teams were shit? No, Mu'min, both teams were shit. Both teams were dead.
No, but Arsenal weren't as shit as Man United.
Of course, 100%.
I thought
we still had a bad game.
I thought we controlled the ball.
Literally, Man United plan was passing it between 3 players in the back and then booting it forward to Saliba and Gabriel, hoping that someone would.
Yes, you kept the ball in your own half, ya Habibi. You didn't do anything with the ball. Ozzy, 1 second. Ozzy, this is what you were doing. This is your tactic the whole game, yeah?
If I said all this, they call me biased. So
Onana had the ball for about 45 minutes, okay? He got the goal kick. He brought the ball out, kept looking, and then made the 2-yard pass. If he didn't make the 2-yard pass, he kicked it all the way down to fucking Dalot, out of all people. Dalot, when you've got Saliba and Gabriel there. Of course he's not going to beat them in the air. If they didn't do that, what's the point of Onana? What's the point of Onana bringing the ball out if he's going to make a 2-yard pass?
The issue is progressing the ball then. From taking it from the defensive
side. Progressing the ball from the goalkeeper to the right centre back.
But what I'm trying to say is that if there's no options and United can't progress the ball, then all Onana can do with the defenders is pass the ball around until the opportunity comes. That's it. That's literally it.
Ozzy, that's the thing though. What I was saying
you
before,
tried to press us and you couldn't press us. You couldn't press us.
I said what I needed to say. I put it all on the table.
Arsenal dominated the game. I don't know what you're talking about.
You guys right now, yeah. You know, all Man United fans, yeah, they've put a wall, bruv. So they right now they sit there and they're just like not listening to anything that anybody says. Even somebody could be praising.
I mean, quite literally.
Like I was just about to say, yes.
Quite literally,
yes,
I did do that. Yeah.
But Staffy.
Yeah, so you just proved this point then.
You just proved my point. You just proved my point that you can't take the heat. So get the hell out the kitchen, brother. Why can't you take the heat? If I lost, qasam billah, I would have been here. I told Staffy, I told Hussam yesterday, yeah, I don't hide. He said to me in the text message, don't you dare duck. Yeah,
Salah Nabi.
I don't hide.
Listen to me. Listen.
If you not beat me, wallahi, I would have been here.
You listen.
And I would have.
I didn't even see you when you drew Fulham. Where were you when you drew Fulham?
It's okay.
No, he was here. What do you mean? Where were you? He was here last week.
Where was
he? Was here last week
against Fulham.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
actually,
he was
no, I
here.
was, yeah. And that's when I
Ozzy
made
was
the
there,
prediction.
yeah.
Ozzy wasn't
That's
here.
when I made the prediction.
I
about
wasn't
the-
here. I wasn't here then. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
But
fine.
listen, Sam. Here's
You
what.
weren't here.
That's,
That's when you
I
had
was
the.
wondering. I was like, where did he go last week? It
No,
wasn't
no,
me.
listen. That was when you had the work situation, remember? But he was here.
You and Mo weren't here. But listen, man.
Alright.
Sad, here's the thing, Sad. You are saying if you can't take the
My
heat,
bad.
get out of the kitchen. How can I not take the heat? If I myself have came
Here.
on here and said that you guys deserve
He was
to
there.
win,
Bottom
I
left.
already said the positives that you guys have done. I predicted that you guys should win, and you guys won. The only thing that I disagreed with you was when you said we didn't need to play well and do all that. We won the game from the beginning. No, you won it in stoppage time. So you were acting like the win was easier than it was. But I did
Exactly.
tell you at the end of the day that you deserved the win. I said that our possession wasn't as good as yours because ours was an hour half and yours was around us. You guys weren't that clinical in front of goal for 90 minutes. You weren't creating clear-cut chances. To be honest, outside of the Saka one where he absolutely, I don't know what the hell he did. That was a sitter and he hit it in Unana. And we need to talk about Saka being poor again in a big game. Other than that, you can admit that you wasn't creating that much. That goal came off a deflection. And the third goal doesn't come if we don't commit everyone forward because obviously now with a couple minutes left, we need to go and tie it 2-2. So as much as I am being honest here, you can't be disingenuous. You have to be genuine too and say, listen, we didn't win, but I'm not going to go over the top. We could be shameless. This shamelessness, I do it all the time. But don't tell me that I didn't
But
listen.
also,
And
let
I'm
me
getting
be
out of the
genuine.
kitchen
because
when I'm being
I haven't.
honest.
1 second, I haven't even spoken on the game yet. Let me be genuine. So you guys want
Yeah.
genuinity.
Genuine.
Arsenal
Oh,
deserved to win today's game. They were
Of
the
course.
better team. I agree with Mu'min completely. They were the better team. The statistics show it. The eye test shows it. Everything shows it. Man United's game plan was the typical, just defend, try to attack on the counter attack. There you are. I can't even say anything. See,
Waffler.
they're
Absolute
so
waffler,
sensitive. Listen,
Wallah,
I'm not.
absolute waffler.
Ozzy, I'm not Ten Hag.
Mind you, Ozzy, we got our
Let me
goal. We got our goal actually from intercepting the ball from their half. So they never want to say that we pressed by the way.
No, they don't want to. They don't.
They never say. I say
Come
what
on, man.
shit
It was
they
a bad
want to
pass
say.
from Havertz, man. What are you talking
انتوا
about?
خليتوني
Bad pass from
احكي
Havertz.
to begin with.
Ziad, how many times we got the ball in their
After
half?
3 seconds,
No,
you're
no, no.
both
Listen,
accused.
listen. This is what I
Only
mean.
said
Arsenal, you didn't take
All I
advantage of
said was
Arsenal's
Arsenal was the better team, and you both started crying. طيب, Arsenal was the better team. Anyway, so Arsenal was the better team in my opinion. I thought that they played better. The statistics shows it. The eye test shows it. That they were definitely the better team. I think Arsenal deserved to win the game. The winner at the end, it didn't come out of thin air. It's because of Arsenal's pressure. They were pressing. They were trying to score the goal. They were pressing. They're trying to score the goals, and they were the dangerous team in the last 15 minutes after they equalized. Since after Odegaard scored the goal, they were the better team from that moment on. Before the first goal, before Rashford's goal, it was a little bit more equal in my opinion. But after that, after Arsenal scored, it was more like Arsenal kind of just doing the offensive thing, trying to score the second goal. That's why they scored the goal to begin with, because in the last 50 minutes, the pressure was on from Arsenal's side, and you could see it with our. You can see it with Arteta. Thawani, you can see it with Arteta's substitutions. Man United, I don't think they all played bad. I already agreed with Staffy. I think Dalot had a fantastic game. He locked up Saka. And if anyone ever compares Saka to Salah again, I'm going to slap the shit out of him straight on the spot. Because you can't compare these two.
He only compliments United players to
Saka's crap today. Saka was the Bruno of the Arsenal team. But they won the game. Saka today had a shit performance. I thought Martinelli played well against Wan-Bissaka, in my opinion. I don't think that was like a fair thing to say, personally. In midfield, I think Rice had a fantastic game. Havertz is shit. And we need to investigate how Chelsea got 65 million for this Hmar.
He's so shit, man.
Did you see when he kicked
He cannot do anything. This guy got a chance, right?
Wallah, I would have scored. Wallah, I would have scored.
And he decided to kick the air.
It wasn't a penalty.
Wallah, I would have scored.
It's not a penalty.
No, it's not a penalty.
No. Even I said it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
But you're Safi. This is why Man United didn't take advantage of Arsenal's shit midfield. Their midfield was shit.
But now, see, this is where we have to be honest. This is where we have to be honest.
Apart from Rice.
That's why when people like Staffy talk about Bruno,
I don't think I'd go with shit.
and others want to cry.
Your overall zero balance.
They need to listen. This is yet another time away at a big game, and this guy pulls a Houdini act and he disappears. And let me say this about Ten Hag: whether the Man United fans like it or not, whether it be Aussie Staffy or the people in the comments, the record and even at home against the top six is mad. The record is mad away from home against the top six. In the 7 games he played, he drew 2, lost 5. Lost to Spurs, drew to Spurs, lost to Liverpool, lost to City, lost to Arsenal twice. So like these things, they drew to Chelsea, if I'm not mistaken. So it was like 2 draws, and actually it's 2 draws and 6 losses. So he's lost 6 games, drawn 2. So this is once again another example of how away from home, Ten Hag against the Big Six, maybe he's not setting up his team well or whatever. And finally, I'll say one thing: the whole Sancho Ten Hag situation. I'm gonna say this: big up to Sancho, because basically what he did is he came out publicly and he's like, "You're not gonna lie on my name. You ain't gonna sit up here and make this about me and act like I was in training or whatever." Man was in training, man was there, and many Man United fans who I speak to on a daily basis say that we should start Sancho ahead of Anthony because Anthony's shit. So, hey, game's the game. Arsenal deserve to win today. And the second goal, Saad is not being shameless, Onana, what's my name? Because it's near post. Every goalkeeper in football's history, whether you like it or not, gets blamed for near post goals.
The ball's going far post. It deflects. Then he has to change his direction. So therefore, that's not his starting position.
Does Alisson save that?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
I think he does.
The likelihood that he doesn't.
It got deflected, but he still got a hand on the ball.
Can I just say something?
Anybody that says that Onana should save that has never played football in their life.
Thank you, Mo. This is why I defend him every week, Mo. Because I'll tell you something. This guy had a great game for us. His dominance in the air. By the way, we defended corners perfectly today, and he was a big reason. He came out and punched a lot of them. He collected a lot of that out of the air, and people wait for one mistake where you can argue that some people saying it's a foul on Gabriel on Evans for blocking him. Maybe people saying Evans should have ran that quicker. Maybe people saying Maguire should have stepped up. People ignoring all that, and they're going at the guy who's the reason we actually had a chance of keeping some possession today, even if it was in our half. A guy who's being absolutely dominant in his box. Every week there's a new agenda with Onana. There's no matter what happens, there's going to be an agenda on Onana. He's the one guy I'll always defend. 100%.
No goalkeeper in the world will save a shot from 8 yards that got deflected because their hands are.
And I'll tell you what, if
they
do, Mo, you sit there and you say, "Wow, what a save! He had no business saving that one." That's the only thing you're saying. You're not going to say he's supposed to.
No one can ever listen. People can save that, but you can never blame a goalkeeper from an 8-yard shot like this got deflected and changed the elevation of it. It's impossible.
It's 100%, especially if he's going the other way, Mo. Like the first goal, I can understand if you want to criticize him, maybe, right? Because it's outside of the box. I get it, right? The third one, it's 1-on-1. Most times, keepers aren't going to save that. But I thought he brought United a different. He's changed the way completely how we play from.
Just saying, Murad. Just saying.
No,
Just say.
Oh, please. I've seen Ramsey with my own eyes get beat at the near post twice in New York.
Oh, but it was his fault. Today I cannot say.
Oh, was it a deflection? Was it a deflection?
It didn't change direction. It didn't change direction.
It did.
Absolutely changed that
direction. Was it a deflection? You're the Arsenal fan. You're the Arsenal fan. Was it a deflection?
Near post to near post.
Was it a deflection? Say yes or no. Say yes or no. No. Say yes.
It was a deflection. It was a deflection. But I've just watched it over again, and I promise you not, he's literally standing like this. Declan Rice is about to shoot to the near post, yeah? He's like this. He literally moves to the left a little bit, and then he drops down. It's not even 1 centimeter.
Oh, you said it perfectly. If you didn't play football, that's what you're saying. You can tell Sad hasn't played it.
Bro, I'm telling you, brother. He goes down perfectly for that. He's still in the same position.
It's called soccer.
He's literally holding on to his post.
His body weight on the other side. Why are you waffling for? You've been sat here. I've had to listen to you waffle for 10 minutes straight.
Ozzy, get you some of these next time so you don't have to listen to this.
You're the one that's saying the game was 50-50. You calling him a waffler?
He's a waffler, and you've been twerking for Arsenal for the last 2 weeks, and now you're twerking for them now.
There you are.
Honestly, let me show you.
You know what's the biggest? No, Ozzy, you know what's the biggest concern?
Were you off work?
Let me tell you.
Were you off work?
I'll give you the biggest proof, because all of these man right there, the ones at the top of the screen that are telling you, oh man, they were going to lose. United are so shit, man. They're so shit. They were shitting their pants for 60 minutes, 70 minutes. Do you know what you had to do to beat us? We don't have fucking Shaw. Amrabat hasn't played yet. We know Mount, McTominay, Sancho, Minor, Varane, Martinez got injured. We had to play Maguire.
No Partey, no Timber, no
Evans
Jesus.
stopped 10 minutes, and you gotta
Jesus
come here
scored. I don't even know Jesus.
with your
He came on.
He
Don't be
wasn't
changed.
fit. He wasn't fit though. He wasn't fully fit to start the
then-
game.
Maybe our bench options was
I'm
Hannibal
not
and
landed.
then
I'm
Gore,
not landed
academy
yet. I'm not
players.
landed yet. Let me land, please. Let me land because
Sorry,
I'm
for the
pissed off
last
with
one.
these guys. And then
For the
this
last
guy right in the corner, the one that's hosting today, he was shitting his pants. Garnacho scores. What does he do? What is he doing?
Every time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Every time.
mm.
Oh, he was crying. You got saved by the offside.
Yeah,
Fast
clip
forward,
that.
fast
Ozzy,
forward
head
to
on my
the-
clip
Big
that.
up
Clip that,
VAR.
Ozzy.
You were
Fast
crying.
forward.
So remember that. Remember that.
VAR check complete. Ozzy is a fraud. That's the
Ozzy,
check.
Ozzy, flip that.
But
Please.
Ozzy, listen, you know, Ozzy. What's a bigger concern is your manager saying that he was happy with the performance. I'm sorry, that you can't be saying you're happy with performance after
To
that.
be fair,
Yeah.
to be
That
fair,
was shocking, man.
I think we kept a very good shape off the ball.
I'm not taking
So-
tips on your team's performance when you've just lost Nottingham Forest at home. Don't at me.
No, forget Nottingham Forest. We're talking about your team.
I can
We're
take it
talking
from
about your
anyone here. I
team.
won't take it from you. I
Why?
will not
You're
take it
talking
from you.
about your team.
What
We're
does that
talking
have
about
to
your
do with
team.
Chelsea, Ozzy?
You know what? Why are you
What does that have to
deflecting,
do
bro?
with
Your
I
manager is the
refuse
bozo.
to
We'll
take
come
it
to
from
them.
someone that
We'll
just
come
lost
to
at home.
them. Yeah,
To
but
my-
we'll come to
No,
them.
we're not gonna come to us. We're
To
talking
my
about Man
excess
United,
winger.
man.
My excess winger that I've just taken to the side.
To be-
He's excess. He's rubbish. He's recycling rubbish. I put him to the side, gave
Who,
him to the
Anthony?
Forest, and he went and dunked on you and your
Who,
007.
Anthony?
And your double.
Langer,
No,
Langer.
you know who I'm talking about. The guy that scored against you. What's his name?
Bro, Alanga's better than Anthony. What are you talking about?
You know him well.
Alanga's better than Anthony, man. You sold the wrong person. I'll tell you that. You sold the wrong person, man. You sold the wrong player. You sold the wrong player.
You.
Why are you deflecting, bro? We're not talking about Chelsea yet. Why are you deflecting? Don't deflect. Why are you deflecting, bro? We're talking about your shit team. We're talking about Bruno Fernandes, who's supposed to be
Ozzy,
Kevin De
this is the
Bruyne, bro.
United section. We'll come to Chelsea.
Why are you rattled, bro? Don't be rattled,
I'm
man.
not rattled.
Yeah,
I'm
don't get
rattled.
rattled, baby.
Ozzy has been rattled
Your
since
eye
this
line. Your eye
started.
line is busting your eyesight. It's
Brother.
fine.
Hey,
Your
no,
eye line
listen.
is not your
I saw
Ozzy,
clearly,
you know
bro.
what it is? Ozzy has been rattled since Saad smiled his first smile.
I'm
He's just
composed,
been
man.
annoyed.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's
Composed my ass.
You're
As
not composed.
composed as Maguire
I'm
right
wearing a
there.
hoodie.
You're looking like Kai. You're as composed as Kai Havertz when he took that shot. I don't care. I'll dunk on him, bro.
So what did he say? Beat
Because
it,
he
Frenchie?
was-
My bad.
I said you're as composed as Kai Havertz when he tried to take that shot.
That's your player, though. What are you talking about?
That's
why are
you.
marking your own player?
That's you right now, bro.
Don't have it, Ozzy. That's an insult right there. That's
It
an
really
insult.
isn't. To be honest, that's D level insults. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I even have the right to even respond to that. But carry on. Let's keep it moving.
So next, so let me ask Ozzy a question since he wants to shout all this whole time.
I will shout.
So-
I don't-
Next two games, Brighton and Bayern Munich after the international break. Where do Man United go from here, yeah, Ustadna? Where do they go? Since you want to be non-biased. What happens if you lose?
I'm not biased because I say how it is, bro. I went on Staffy's preview. I said we're gonna get dunked on.
Moment
I said,
disagrees with you. I disagree. Saad disagrees. Ziyad disagrees. Clearly,
Yeah, I
don't
don't
say it.
mind.
like this.
I don't do stuff. I don't do
No,
stuff.
I don't disagree with Ozzy. Ozzy is the one who said he doesn't like the way Man United play. He's not gonna win at Arsenal. He has no chance.
No,
of
I'm
winning at
talking about
Arsenal,
what
so
he said about
literally
today's
said
game, where
that.
he said it's 50-50. It was not 50-50.
No, I didn't say it was 50-50. I said we made it a game. I thought we were gonna get thrashed. I thought we were gonna
To
go
be
there. and we're gonna
fair, to Ozzy's point, if we scored at the 89th minute game, 89th minute of the game, and we actually looked like we won it. So to Ozzy's point, relative to the style, we could have won it if it wasn't for an inch.
But this is
of
what I'm saying,
offside.
Safi. Both
So when he
teams
says
were
it was
terrible.
I don't
Both
think
teams-
both
this is
both
why
teams
Arsenal
are
fans
terrible.
can't be that excited. Arsenal were not
Listen,
that good, man.
This is why I didn't rant as much today as on the result than other results, because we actually could have won it with 1 minute left on the clock. You know, I wasn't really happy with the way we're
I'll
playing.
take that, man. 99 rated is big time. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
That's an emotionally invested Ozzy 99 rate, and that's bad. That's a
To Ozzy's
great-
point, if we score that goal and we win it at 2-1, which we technically almost did if it wasn't for VAR, Ozzy isn't wrong for saying we were in the game. So when Ozzy
But
says we were in the
how
game,
can you
Nah, man, this is
confirm that
waffling,
we win?
man.
What if Arsenal come back? What if Arsenal come back anyway?
no,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Which he said we were in the game. That's all.
I-
Well, this is shocking.
Let
man.
I'm
moment
sorry.
speak.
I'm sorry.
Let moment speak. He's been
I'm
very
Yeah.
quiet.
Let
today.
Mo go.
Staffy and Ozzy, the problem with Man United today isn't about the goal that wasn't like I wasn't allowed.
No,
that
I
was
know.
offside. The problem is we have been
Performance.
saying last year that the way you play football away from home is shit, and Ten Hag has to improve it. And until
Moment,
now,
I
he
agree with
hasn't.
you. I agree
And
with you.
today, the problem is even if you won today, you should not have been happy because the way you set up today was
Why
a
is
no.
that?
Like you're playing against Arsenal, yes, but you should have had at least a plan. The plan was
No, بس
Onana to
هنلاعب
pass
مين
it
مؤمن؟
long.
هنلاعب مين? Tell me who
Okay,
plays
so
today.
okay, you this is exactly hit the nail on the head. It's the thing about it that some of your players are absolutely trash, garbage,
Agreed.
and the manager setup does not suit these players. The way your manager setup doesn't suit the players. So don't tell me. But the problem is you spend so much money. So I'm gonna say the same energy that I have for Chelsea, even though they spend so way more than you, but you spent a lot of money as well. And at the end, the way you look on the pitch away from home is garbage. Is isn't sustainable. You don't have a style of play. At least Liverpool or Arsenal, they try something. You don't. I feel like Man United today didn't. They didn't do anything.
It was
Well, you
shocking.
told
I didn't know what they were doing.
But Staff, you told me yesterday that we had a style of play. What's our style of play, Staff?
We do have a
Why?
style of play, but we can't implement it away from home. Mo is not wrong. Mo is not wrong at all. I'll tell you something. This game, you take this game to Old Trafford, we probably don't lose, but we don't win also. This game might end 1-1.
Bro, how many ifs are you
Because-
guys gonna do this whole stream?
Are you even listening to me?
Why-
Are you listening to me?
we're
Are you
having
So
a-
listening?
we're having a good
If the
conversation.
game was at Old Trafford, we won't lose.
Yeah, Habibi, are you listening to me?
We're
This
having
is
a nice
I've
So
read-
would you accept if I say
لا
if the
إله
game was at
إلا الله.
Anfield, we wouldn't lose?
يا
Be
حبيبي
honest.
اسمع
Can you
اسمع
stop
اسمعني.
deflecting? We're having a good
Can you
information.
listen
We're
to me?
asking about United style of play. We're talking about United
Mad.
style of play right now. We're having a good
Take-
information
listen,
conversation,
take the-
and we're trying to change the topic.
Take the Liverpool hat off
I
for a
haven't even
minute and
said
you will
anything
understand.
crazy. But by the way, I haven't
Habibi.
even said anything crazy.
Yeah, Habibi, if you take the Liverpool
listen,
hat
you
off
know.
for a minute and ignore the hate towards United, you would hear what I'm saying. I agreed with Mo that he said we can't enforce a style of play away from home. And I agree with you. But this is why I asked Mo, who do we play? We don't have players to play. And then he said, the players that we have are not suitable for the system, not most of them at least.
100%.
If Amrabat was here today, I'll tell you something. I cannot wait for Amrabat to come in this team. Because if he was a 6, I would be much more comfortable in this game. You know why? Because when Onana's looking for a pass and he can't pick out a pass, he's going to find Amrabat in the 6, who people don't think, by the way, he's good on the ball. He's
Watch.
much better on the ball than people give him credit for.
Watch. Yeah.
Everyone associates him with that
So-
Mbappe. And listen, Saad, you're Moroccan. You've watched him enough to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That Mbappe
Wow.
clip where he tracked
I'm a
back and got
Moroccan fan,
Mbappe, everyone just thinks
Yeah.
he's a destroyer. He's actually so composed on
That's
the
from
ball.
ends, bro.
He has
He's
a
not-
great
he's not
first
Moroccan,
touch.
bro.
Listen to
Stuffy,
me.
let me
I
tell
give
you
it
why
rest.
you're wrong. Stuffy,
I'm
let
I'm
me tell you
wrong
why
for
you're
saying
I-
Amrabat is
I-
better than what we had today.
That's from ends, bro. Don't give him the Moroccan tag. No.
Stuffy. Let me tell you why you're wrong.
No,
a little bit.
Maghribi
Practice, ya Ozzy.
Guys, let Mo speak. Let Mo speak.
Let
Mo
me
speak.
tell you why you're wrong. I can't shout, okay? Let me tell you why you're wrong. Because Casemiro and Ericsson in the first half got on the ball together about 70 times. What did they do? So you're telling me Amrabat will get on the ball. Onana passed to Casemiro 39 times the first half. Ericsson got on the ball 29 times. What did they do?
They actually both
problem
played better than
wasn't-
Bruno.
so-
And I said that.
No, they didn't play. I'll tell you what the passes. Go watch the
You think
passes.
they were-
did. It's all sideways. It's all sideways and backwards.
And why is that, Tabiamo? But why is that?
Because your manager has the setup wrong. The players are standing in the wrong positions.
He
That's
has
not
the
on
right,
the players
he
only.
has the right setup. He just has the wrong personnel. Full stop.
Tabi
No,
Ozzy,
but you said this all last year.
Doesn't-
This is
doesn't-
BS.
doesn't-
I meant it this
Ozzy,
year as
you
well.
know,
Same
Ozzy,
It's just
you know
BS
that,
at this
you
point.
know the,
Same
you know the manager, you know the
How's that
Ozzy's
manager
fault?
is the, you know the manager Ozzy is the one who tells where the fullback should be, where the defender should be when they're on the ball, right?
Mhm.
You're telling me that they're shit, right? But they were standing in the wrong positions. That's training ground stuff. That's not on the player's thing. On the player is the first touch, Ozzy. The,
Bro, I honestly don't think you're.
Literally, if the game was in the US, we would have
Bro,
won.
you're-
I
you're
love
Because
not-
it
it.
wasn't wrong for saying we were in the game.
Stuffy,
We,
man. You need
Habibi,
to, you
we
need
were
to put
in
more
the-
pressure on Ten Hag. You need to put
طب
more
اقول لك
pressure
على
on
حاجه
Ten Hag.
مصطفى
يا
النهارده
راجل
في حوالي
No, I'm
Stop
sorry.
it.
I'm
more
sorry.
than this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You haven't. None of you have mentioned Ten Hag once.
I'm not.
You haven't
I'm not
mentioned Ten
mentioning
Hag
What did
once.
say about Ten Hag? Who do we
Bro,
have
that
today to play?
performance. Are you
No.
okay? That
Nothing to
performance
do
was
with-
shocking.
Moment just now,
Come on,
was
man.
saying the same stuff that I was saying earlier on regarding the setup and Ten Hag and how he sets up away from home against the top six. He was just saying it. And the response was, if this was at home, we would have controlled it better. طب
I
ماشي،
also
بس that's
said
not-
we don't keep the ball, bro. No,
طب okay, one second.
I
Okay, one
said
second.
no. Stop.
Even
no,
if
bro,
you
stop
are
lying
right,
on my name, bro. Hold on. Stop lying on my name. My
I'm
point when I
telling you,
said the
man,
if,
hear me out
Ya
so you
Habibi,
understand what I'm
usbur,
saying.
usbur. My point when I said the if, I was because when Ozzy said we were in the game, and when he said his 50-50 point, that goal that comes in the 89th minute, if we win it because of that goal, it means we were in the game. The game was 1-1 until they scored in the 94th minute. So Ozzy's not lying by saying we were in the game. We didn't lose 3-1 by
Yeah, but
70
this
minutes.
is why
or
I
60
said
minutes.
this is why I said both teams were terrible.
But
I
that's
don't.
what this is my
Arsenal
point. When
it
people
was
say
not
you're
a
saying
3-1
ifs,
game.
I didn't bring up the ifs until I
Staffy.
tried to back up Ozzy's point, which it's a fact. We were in the
Staffy,
game,
I-
whether we
I-
like it or not.
And if
I
United,
think what, I
and
think what they're
if
trying
that
to
goal-
say, yeah.
if that goal counts, then we start talking about this in a different way.
But
Hassan
guys,
still
yeah,
crying, and
It's still
That's
both
the
People are-
17
listen,
and
they're acting
Not
like
for
it's
me,
not-
Ozzy.
guys,
Not
guys,
for
guys.
me, because that
I-
first half
If
from Man
number
United,
17 right here.
when you have 55% position in the first half, and all I'm seeing at the end is Lisandro or Onana or what's his name, the Lindelof, trying to boot it long to the non-existent Rashford on the left because he was waiting for the
it's
ball to his feet.
ridiculous.
That's what I'm talking about, Ozzy. You had 55% of the position, and he did one counter attack that wasn't even a counter attack.
And that comes down to the manager.
Literally,
Mukman.
Havertz literally passed you the ball. Literally,
It
by the
comes
way,
down to-
this is literally what happened.
Yeah.
By the way,
But
in
I agree.
your half, by the way, you know what? Havertz passed you the ball.
If it
All
was
Arsenal-
Mbappe, not
all
Rashford, we
Arsenal-
win the game.
I agree with you. The problem United
See,
have
this is
when
when
they-
you want to be
when-
stupid, bro. I talk football. You want to talk stupidity? Go ahead. That's fine.
Okay, well, that's the
I'm
thing.
not being stupid. I'm just cutting the BS. You
Can
guys
I-
are just giving excuses,
I
man.
So
mention
me
one-
saying if it wasn't offside by a half an inch, whatever it was, that's the same as you saying if it was Mbappe instead of Rashford. At least I'm talking
listen,
objectively.
I'm not-
No,
You're not
no,
objective,
listen.
you're not objective.
Listen,
I'm not
regardless.
even atting you. I'm atting
You're
Ozzy,
never-
literally.
Listen,
You're
Mustafi,
never
regardless.
There's never been a time I've come on here where you've been objective. I come in here and I talk to you sometimes, and I talk to you about your players, and I talk to you about your style of play and Klopp, and I'm balanced. You've never ever been balanced about Man United, and you know it. You know it.
Who, me?
You,
Why Hussam has look of shame? Why Hussam have look
I
of
mean,
shame
he-
when all these
because he's
Here's
shameless.
the thing: when you just said, "Am I balanced in the watch along?" Absolutely not, because I want United to lose. So
You're
I
not
never been
balanced
balanced.
here either.
But
not
but
balanced either.
but in a show, how am I not balanced when I
You're
said
not-
Dallo played really well?
Your channel
Hussam,
should be
you're
I
not
said
balanced,
Dallo
period.
played really well. طب ثواني. You cannot throw charges and then keep continue. يعني let me speak. So when it comes to Man United, I've been balanced. I've said so many things that Staffy agreed with me. The point that you made about the 50-50 thing, no one on the whole panel agreed with you. So it's just like how you're being biased,
but
not
to
me.
be fair, he corrected himself.
Yeah, you're
I
being
didn't
not
mean
balanced, not me.
didn't
I
mean
gave
50.
credit.
Yeah.
ثواني, I give credit to the people that deserve credit. I said Dallo deserves credit today. I didn't think Anthony was that bad, so I agreed with Safi as well on that point. I didn't think what's his name, Rashford even played bad, or Eriksen or any of these guys. I criticized Bruno, who deserves criticism. Criticized Ten Hag, who deserves criticism. And Onana, we can disagree on that, Adi. But it's basically three things that I criticize that deserve criticism. How's that me being biased?
You said United, the only positive thing you said Dalot had Saka, and the only reason you said that.
No, but he
was-
locked up Saka. He fully locked
Yeah,
him.
why did you say that? Why did you say that here? Was because then you could follow up with your star boy Salah. He's not.
Look at how you understood it. Look at how you understood it. So when I said Anthony doesn't have a bad game, does it have to do with Salah also?
By the way, Anthony's trash, and you know Anthony's trash. You just
Today he
say,
didn't play bad.
you just
Today
say-
I thought he did well.
You just
He
say
did well
Anthony didn't
today.
have a bad game because you know he pissed me off and he'll piss off a bunch of United fans because we're trying to get him out.
No, that's not why I'm telling it.
More-
But see, you keep thinking about ulterior motives. I think Anthony didn't have a bad game
You are
today at
full of
all.
He
You are
was-
full of it. But
What?
at the end of the
And
day,
Rashford, why am I saying something good about Rashford then? شو السبب الخفي اللي تحت هاي اللي ما حد بيعرفه غيرك يا عزيز؟
what did you say about Rashford? Remind me.
I said Rashford played well today. I don't even think Rashford played badly today.
Okay.
Listen,
Well,
to sum up this, the only team in
Unbelievable.
the top six that don't have a
And
style
accuse me of this shit.
are Man United. Very strangely, we've been
Wallahi, he knows
convinced.
as well.
I have been
I don't
convinced
know
that
shit.
Ten Hag.
I'm very non-biased.
No, but would you not say that
You're the one who's
in-
saying
in-
50-50.
They're starting
in the stream.
No,
Sam just said
What-
he's
can we
unbiased.
Can we move on, man?
In the
We've
stream.
been
Stuffy,
talking about this
yeah,
for way
listen,
too long.
Stuffy. What you're
Can I
listen,
just-
what you
can I just end on this?
sad. What they're
Fuck
missing the
this
point is the United fans. Okay, even if it was Arsenal, of course you're still in the game before Garnacho scores because it's bloody what is it 1-1. Of course you're
Yeah,
still
it's
in the game.
1-1.
But the simple fact is, regardless if you scored or not, it was a shit performance from Man United. And even though Arsenal got 2 quick goals in the last,
He
it was
agrees
a
with
shit
this.
performance.
He agrees.
One
Yes.
second,
one
Yeah,
second.
he agrees. He never
No,
said anything.
no, because they haven't one questioned Ten Hag, and even Arsenal fans, even you got 2 quick goals at the end. it wasn't that good of a
Both of them
Yeah.
spoke. Not one of them
You
said
have,
Ten
not
Hag.
one of you have said
terrible
anything about Ten Hag.
I'm not mentioning
apparently
him.
we're the
He's not-
bias
Why
one.
not?
mentioning-
Why
no,
not?
I'm not.
You had
I'm
no
100
style to play that game.
I'm
I didn't.
a
You're basically
listen to
Onana
me.
kick,
Listen
Onana
to me.
kick. That's all you done the whole game.
Yes. I'm a million % behind the manager. A million %. And there's nothing that could sway me around.
Wallahi,
Does
I'm
that mean?
not asking
Does
to
that
be
mean you
Ten
can't
Hag out.
criticize him? Does that mean
None
you
of
can't
asking
criticize
none,
him?
none of you rival fans can come and to make me turn against my manager. And by the way, the
You
Sancho
can't
and
criticize him then.
the Sancho and the Ten Hag thing, yeah, I trust Ten Hag more than Sancho. Sancho has had numerous reports come out when he was at Dortmund, when he was at City, right? Well, even when he was at United as well, where he hasn't trained properly. When he was with England, this guy has a track record of being a shit trainer and a player with a bad attitude. So to be honest with you, it's never even a question.
Daffy, sorry that you're associated with this fraud right here. Ozzy, طب ثواني.
No, I was just gonna say one thing. I'm actually not gonna talk about the
I'll say one
Sancho
sentence and
situation.
then I'll promise I give you the floor. Ozzy, I've never once asked for you or staff to be Ten Hag out. But there's a difference between being Ten Hag out and just criticizing the guy.
You have to criticize
he
him. He
deserve
needs to be
criticism, yes or no?
criticized. 100%.
Does he deserve criticism?
What for the way we lined up?
For today, does he deserve criticism?
To an extent, yeah. Not.
طيب
I don't
خلاص.
think-
So
To
thank
an
you for proving I'm
That's
not
all-
biased.
that's all
I
they
appreciate
wanted.
it.
That's all we've said. That's all we've
That's
said.
all they want
All I
is just
said, I didn't say
criticism.
anything crazy.
You said Ten Hag was shit. We need to start talking about Ten Hag. He's the reason. This.
That was sad,
everyone-
not me.
Manager, in terms of a
I
manager,
said Ten Hag again away at the top 6. That's what I said only.
Top
That's
nine,
all.
top nine,
I
top
disagree
nine.
with you.
I
Top
agree
nine,
with
top
you.
nine.
ما هي هاي this is a fact.
زيد
nothing
انت لو
to do.
بتكسب لا توب 9 ولا توب 15 اقعد تويكس بس he came in so good with the top 9 like هو
Can I
He just
can
lost
I
the
mention
points.
one positive thing? Can I mention one positive thing? Because we
Ziad, look behind you. Tawa Anye is there.
the one thing I want to mention that I think a lot of people that I'm surprised we've been here for an hour and 7 minutes and we haven't mentioned is Højlund. I thought when he came on, to be honest with you, I'm very excited. In terms
He's
of
a good player. He looks like a good player. He
looks
linked up
like
the
a
play
good
well.
player.
That link up
Guys,
play that he
Højlund
did
did well. So Ozzy doesn't think I'm biased. Guys, Højlund, Rasmus Højlund came on. He played well, guys. عشان أنا biased وما بحكيش أي شيء unbiased. شوي بده يعيط Ozzy. Guys, Højlund played well today.
Well done.
Yay, let's all clap.
Well done. He's already better than Nunez. But anyway, carry on. Let's move on swiftly. For me personally, I thought he held up the ball well. I thought against Gabriel, you could see physically he's a bully. Like, you know, people comparing him.
That's how he started it off. As soon as he come onto the pitch, his main aim, as soon as he came onto the pitch, his main aim, he was like, I'm gonna stick it on Gabriel. Which, to be honest, when you do that, that's basically like you're saying, I'm here.
I thought if he came on, I wanted him to lean on Salah. I think Salah is the weak link physically. I think Gabriel's the more stronger. I would have rather him lent.
No, but you think about the thing about Saliba's smarter than Gabriel, so he doesn't actually get involved in so many duels because he knows when to win the ball.
I want him to lean on him.
It will never happen. It will never happen because Saliba's the smart one. And then
Gabriel is the utility,
the destroyer. He's the destroyer. So he's anytime there's a physical player, Saliba will tell Gabriel, bruv, get on him.
He's the one that steps out.
He's kind of muscling.
He's the Vidic.
So Saliba will move away, and
then
he's the Vidic. So he'll just come in.
Can I ask you Ozzy something, please?
This is terrible by Staffy and Ozzy, man.
Yeah, but what did I do?
Wallah, this is shocking. Wallah,
we barely even said the
same
thing.
This is shocking. Wallah,
don't include Staffy.
This is shocking. Wallah, this is shocking. How can you see that performance, lose, and not blame the manager once or criticize them once?
From day one. That's why when
I
I
met Staffy TV and you would have heard what
Wallah, this is shocking. Two United fans, you watch that performance and you don't criticize the manager once. Wallah, shocking. Go on.
I just told you. Listen, if you want to listen to what I have to say about Ten Hag, make sure you subscribe to.
Yeah, like and subscribe, man.
Go and watch what I said. I'm not going to repeat it again. I'm here to talk about the game.
It's a question. I see a lot of money. Excited about Højlund and stuff. Man United fans excited about Højlund. Do you think this is the same excitement that Chelsea have for Jackson? And do you think that Man United are wrong to put all their hopes on a 20 years old that just had one season under his belt?
Objectively, I'll be real with you because we were here on we were here on the episode, and I told you I hadn't seen any highlights of him. I hadn't seen him in Serie A, nothing. So I wanted to just see what he was like in the flesh, like in a game. And we were debating it yesterday whether he should start or not, whether he should come on 60 minutes, etc. I didn't want him to start. I thought it was too much.
He should have started.
I don't think so. I don't think, and he's not fit enough to play 90
He would have
minutes.
killed it if he started.
He hasn't played 90 minutes, or he hasn't even played full 90 since June.
Ozzy, you know how I know this guy's gonna be good, yeah. You know when that little transition play where he got in the way of the pass, yeah, and he done that back flick.
That's the goal, actually.
Brother, that's the goal that went to Garnacho. That's how I knew. Okay, this guy might be a problem. I need to.
Sad. There was that one moment where Gabriel dragged him down, where people said it could have been offside. I'm not here. Sorry, not offside, penalty. I'm not here to talk if it was penalty or not because it's debatable. But I don't care about refereeing decisions. But he put Gabriel in a situation where people were looking.
But you mentioned the refereeing decisions every 5 seconds.
Because I mentioned them and I don't dwell over them. I'm like, there's a situation that happened. But I'm not gonna.
I know what you do, stuff. You put it in the middle. He said the offside. Another day would not be called. It's offside. It's over. It's done.
Yeah, I'm saying another day you could be lucky, and that's not an offside, and you win the game. It has nothing to do with me complaining about the.
No. You said another day wouldn't be offside. Like this is offside.
Yeah. Another day you don't get that offside, and you get the goal, and you win the game.
To say that.
Hassan, be honest.
You mentioned that. I'll stop it. You mentioned the referee's decisions about 3-4 times.
Sad, your wife is buff.
This is what I mean, man.
She got big
No. Stop this.
Wait. Put it back.
I want Staffy to continue.
This football community built different. I told you guys, man.
By the way, I watched your stream yesterday. Barack Obama and them, they came from my stream, so you're welcome. I brought the celebrities to your stream. Barack Obama and all those crazy guys that showed up yesterday.
Say wallah.
Bro, there was I had Obama
and Trump in my stream.
I had Obama, Trump, The Rock, and Michael B. Jordan in my chat. Wallah, it was lit yesterday.
Let me ask you guys one final question before we move on. Let Staffy answer this one. Ashan, he hasn't spoken a lot in this section. So, Man United. Oh wow, Ziad. Man United headed towards after the international break. What happens? Brighton, Bayern, tough run of fixtures.
Oh, what do we do? It depends on who comes back from injury. I think Varane should be back. Amrabat will be added to the team. So that's 2 players that we will get back. Højlund now picked up some minutes, so he'll probably start.
And he'll play with the national team as well, Staff.
He's going to get some minutes on the national team, so he'll be ready to start. So we're getting some cavalry back. However, I'm still looking forward to certain people being back. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how much change he's going to make to our front line. But we need more options now that I think Sancho might be done with this team. So I'm looking forward to having the likes of Diallo back to see if he's going to compete on that right-hand side. I'm waiting for Kobe Mino to be back and get some minutes in this midfield. I don't know how. I don't know how long, because I know they're coming sometime in October. Not most of them are not going to make the Bayern game. But listen, that Bayern game, I'm gonna try to ignore it because there's no way we're going to Germany. I was hoping we play Bayern late, so when we get some players back. But it's not going to be a good look when we play them on the first game, especially
is it Bayern at the Allianz, I swear. So.
We're going to Germany on the first day, but then we play them last game.
Guys, wallahi gonna be a long day.
But I'll tell you something. What's good about the draw is that you start with Bayern, and then the last game is Bayern at home. So you kind of get the easier.
I think you play Bayern the 5th game. I think you play Bayern the 5th game.
Yeah.
Okay, so second to last, but you know what I mean.
Qualify before we play Bayern at home.
Like, gonna be tough, by the way.
It was always going to be a tough start, anyways.
Bro, Ziyech is going to dunk on Man United, man.
But what do you guys expect? This is the Champions League. This is the big boys. Of course, we're going to play Bayern. I welcome that.
Yeah, but you're not used to playing the big boys. That's the problem.
What do you mean? I'm not used to it?
You're not used to it, man. You're used to getting Atletico Madrid and getting knocked out by Atletico Madrid and Sevilla.
I'm Manchester United, rude boy.
Manchester United, rude boy. You get knocked out by Sevilla and fucking Atletico Madrid. What's this nonsense, man?
Hold on, Ozzy. Hold
on. I'm gonna. One second. I haven't spoken. No, I haven't spoken. I haven't spoken. I have to get my words.
We'll talk. We're about to go to Chelsea.
No, I haven't. Listen, Ozzy. I want to make Ozzy and Staffy. I want to make something very clear. You've just watched that performance, and the only thing you could come up with is win the game here. If Garnacho is not offside, referee.
I'm answering
that is shameless. But
so I'm shameless because I'm answering the question.
That is shame. You can't criticize your manager. That's fine. But continue.
Okay, so everything that I said was still not criticism.
You haven't mentioned Ten Hag once. You can criticize the manager. You can criticize the referee, the players, individuals.
If you
should have been a penalty. You don't understand. You went to Arsenal away. You went to a big game, and I had no idea what you lot were trying to do.
No, because I already posted a video. That's what I'm saying. I already posted a video.
Yeah, are you subscribed to Staffy TV?
100%.
Okay.
She
if
would have
you
seen
say-
the video then.
you
I
should
already
go watch
posted a
it then.
video.
I don't
And if
care
you
about what you said 2 hours ago. I want to hear it now, live on Hassam's channel. I want to hear
Oh,
it
so
now.
you listen to whatever you want.
I want to listen to it
I don't-
now.
I
I
don't-
need to hear it
people are
now.
not
I don't work by Ziad's hours, unfortunately.
Well, we
my
work by
hours. But
Hassam's
listen,
hours,
Habibi,
bro.
listen. I
Okay,
already
speaking
criticized
of
the
Riyadh
changes.
hours,
So
I think it's time we. Okay, go ahead.
Let him finish, yeah.
I did criticize some of the changes. I said, and you can look at Ten Hag, or you can look at the fact that we even have these players on the bench. I said, why are we bringing on Maguire? Why are we bringing on Evans? Evans shouldn't even be in the game. I can't believe that it's 2023 and I'm talking about Evans. I'm talking about the midfield. So me not directly saying Ten Hag's name doesn't mean that I'm not criticizing the team and the way that we set up. I already named that we can't control midfield. We don't win midfield battles away from home. So if I'm putting it on Bruno, if I'm putting it on the manager has these options anyways. Already Mo said that the way we're set up is not fit for some of these players. So I don't need to say the word Ten Hag for you to understand that I'm criticizing the way we're set up, the way the individuals are, and the way that the manager's the one that picks some of these individuals anyways. So I don't need to say the word for
Who
you.
else is supposed to pick? Martinez got injured, no?
Bro,
Martinez got injured.
So what do you want me to criticize him then? If
Can I
that's
just
the
say-
The way you played, the performance, shocking.
guys,
Okay, listen.
can I
I
just finish one thing, yeah?
We don't talk about
everyone
Chelsea,
just
we're
chill.
gonna
I'm
talk
trying to
about
run this
Chelsea.
show, guys.
That's
Chill,
happy,
chill,
yeah.
everyone relax. خلاص, now I'm enough on Man United. This was 1 hour 15 minutes.
Can I
Let
just
me
add
run
one
through
thing, please?
this quickly. Before I
Okay,
do,
yeah.
there's 1,100
Yeah.
people here. Make sure you're all liking the video. Make sure you're all subscribing. Speaking of Sevilla, if Arsenal get knocked out of that group right there, we're gonna have beef. Tevin says, you know what? Fair play, Staffy. I don't normally agree with you, but it was an unlucky result for Man U. Fine margins, but Havertz got a hold the bench. Big up those Staffy. Tough result. Y'all weren't that bad. Tevin! Big up to you. Thank you so much for the super chat, Habibi. Thank you so much.
Someone who understands.
Yeah, Allah.
We don't
Can we just
understand.
understand agree with
That's a
Hussam?
big as Ziad, not you. Don't worry.
Well, I don't
Eric
understand.
football, counter-attacking football. Hussam even talked about this last season as well. Hey, the goal came from them pressing, so you're not allowed to say that, Nilotpal. But thank you for the super chat. Ronaldo was right about everything. Eric Ten Hag is a fraud. I can't lie. This Sancho drama, how it's about to unfold, I can't wait. I really can't wait. Big up to Ahwa, who says, if Poch plays Chilwell, I'll bring my AR-15. Yo, this is how you know
bazooka, bro. I
Ahwa.
will bring my bazooka.
Man went to the machine gun, طوالي. Not even pistol, not knife, not nothing. Machine gun, السريع. I said AR-15. You're mad. Now the sad guy is so cringe. Big up Ozzy and Staffy. We played well today, but it wasn't our day. The Arsenal tears will soon come. Hey, Arsenal league. That Arsenal win the league prediction I made, might have to change that still.
No. Hussam, don't change that, because first of all, Bilal, or however you say his name, bro, he's just crying because he lost today. Yeah, all the people that are sitting here saying these are Arsenal not title challengers. This is what I tell you: we had a new midfield, and we had Eddie Nketiah up top. Yeah, Eddie Nketiah. One second. We did have a new midfield because we have fucking Rice and Kai Havertz in it. One man
never played that before.
No. It's still a brand new midfield. They still have to get used to each other and playing with each other.
I want you to use that for next time.
Especially with Zinchenko coming into the midfield as well. But what I'm gonna say to you guys, is pay attention, pay attention closely, because as soon as we took Nketiah off, and Gabriel Jesus came onto the look how the game changed. Look at how more dominant we became. Yeah, they couldn't even get out of their box.
Okay, we'll see. We will see what happens. Even Lee Gunnar was celebrating. What the heck? Hey, big up my guy LG. Watch out, he's going to come on the channel soon, inshallah. They bought Anana's visibility with his feet. They unfortunately forgot to check on his ability with his hands. No positional sense either. Hey, this Onana conversation about to get real sticky for some, because it's been 3 games without a clean sheet. Consider 6 goals in 3 games. That's insane. Big up to you, Javid. Big up to Razu. Says Mo smoking on that United pack. Hey, Mo just pulled out the cigarette. He's like, yep, I'm about to smoke these. Hussam fan says, big up to you for calling yourself Hussam's fan as well. Evans to United is much more useless than Endo to Liverpool. Agreed. The fact he pulled up today, everyone was sat here going like, what the hell? What is a polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas? Big up to Repka, who says, good day for us Reds today. Liverpool win, United lose, and best of all, the Glazers are saying, Inshallah. There's an Arabic saying, من ثمك لباب السماء, from your mouth to the sky, inshallah. Allah accepts this prayer and the Glazers stay as the owners. Ya Rab, Ya Rab. Big up to you, Repka. Wan-Bissaka absolutely locked Martinelli. You need glasses. That's what you need.
No.
This will be City's easiest year to win the Prem, says Awab. Fair. I see that argument. I hear that argument. And I understand what you're saying. Arsenal won, cool, but Saka ghosted yet again. Fact. He didn't ghost. That's disrespectful to Dallo. Dallo locked him the F up. That's what Dallo did to Bukayo Saka. He locked him up. So Dallo had a great performance. They said Bruno is better than Odegaard. I'm glad we can dead that topic right there. Big up to Wave. It says Eric Ten Hag is a coward. The players are crap. Squad players at best. This is Man United. Every player should be world class. Rinse the club with Clorox, bro. Waves was actually on United today. He wanted United to win. So this is actually the first negative super chat he sent about Man United today. So fair enough for you being a little bit, at least not that shameless. Staffy, Eric the bald egghead, Ten Hag out. I don't think Staffy's Ten Hag out yet. But if you want to watch his reaction on Ten Hag, go to Staffy TV.
I will not speak without my lawyer. That's all I'm saying to that super chat.
Fergie time is a detriment these days. I kind of, this ain't Fergie time anymore. This is Qatar time right here. All this crazy extra times. I'm here for it though. I love the drama. Saka has scored goals against all of the big six. King Darwin, with all due respect, this is Ahwa episode 16 after the result today. We ain't trying to talk about all the games from last year. I'm gonna just be real. Big up to you though. Big up to Mishari, who says one player that left with a positive for me was Hoyland, in my opinion. Ozzy smiled for the first time 48 minutes into the video as soon as Hoyland was mentioned. That tells me how excited he is. My man was about to cry for 48 minutes. Hoyland's name was mentioned and he smiled again. So yeah, big up to you, Mishari. And remember, I said Hoyland played well because apparently I always say negative stuff. What's my name? Oh, no. Oh, that's my name. Big up to you, Farad, man. We're going to have fun with that song right there. Julian Ward coming back to LFC. We're going to see the situation with our sporting director. But thank you for the super chat. Ozzy, cry more. I am thirsty, says Murad. Big up to you, Murad, Habibi, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Big up to Usamo, says Arsenal fan here. Our performance was very shit today, despite the result. If we play like this versus City or versus Liverpool, we get punished. Havertz, garbage. I agree with that last part right there. Havertz was absolute trash. The fact that he just kicked the air is embarrassing. It's genuinely embarrassing. My man just kicked the air on a chance that just fell like that.
See, these are the Arsenal fans that I respect. No offense, Sad, but see how this guy, bro, he took the 3 points, but he knew what the issue was. You sat here in a monologue.
Brother, you didn't listen to me. You didn't listen to me.
Well, do you want me to put my headphones in again?
No. At the start, you did not listen to me because I'll tell you what. I said that Havertz was shit. When I said Havertz was shit, do you know how I remember? Because Ziad laughed at me. When I said Havertz is shit, he went, so, brother, you're acting like I didn't say he was shit. I said that.
I don't care about Havertz. I'm talking about your performance. You acted like your performance was amazing, which it wasn't. It was better than us, but it wasn't amazing.
How did you know if you didn't hear him?
He said that it was the first thing he said before I put my headphones in. The minute he said that, I put the headphones in.
Staffy, what you know what? Carry on with because we're gonna go on another one.
Yes, I caught him. شايف كيف? Big up to you. اسمع أنا دوا مصطفى. This is the best show on Hussam's channel, hands down. I can't lie. I cannot say that because I'm a host, but I will publicly say we have hit 21,000 subscribers. So big up to every single one of you guys. There is no better time to do it than on Al Ahwa, ladies and gentlemen. So I love you all. I appreciate you all. Big up everyone.
Can I get my position back up there instead of Sad? Because I don't like how he took my spot today. Can you switch him with me?
Brother, you lost.
I'm usually
stay in the bottom.
Are you ruining my thank you moment, Stafford? Thank you guys.
I'm sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Thank you guys for 21K. We hit 21K on the stream while we were live, man. I love you all.
Did you see how everyone was giving a round of applause except for Mo? He just
Mo, what's wrong with you, Mo?
I'm asleep, guys.
Mo's
sitting there like
Mo wouldn't smile at my wedding. Thank you so much, Wade. Who's this Chelsea fan being such a loud mouthpiece? Oh, we're about to see this.
I'm your dad, bro.
Chill. That's Ilyas, one of my big supporters.
Ilyas or Abu Ilyas. I don't know.
Listen, Ilyas, my brother, we're about to get to the Chelsea section. I want to see what he's going to say next. So, yeah, big up to you. Why is there never an objective convo about Man United? The only objective people speaking are Mo and Staffy. Big up to all of you. Wow, so he even said Ozzy about his own club.
Don't disrespect me like that. I've been hella objective. What is this? What is this racism, bro? It's because I'm the only black guy.
Racism. He went there. Whatever, man. Big up to Murad who says, Hussam, imagine playing with Kai and still when we played with 10 men. I can't lie. This guy is just shit. 65
To be
million.
honest with you, Hussam,
Yes.
after like 25 minutes in the first half, I wondered if Havertz and Bruno were actually playing.
Wallah,
I'm serious.
I forgot they were playing.
Wallahi al-Azim, I asked, what is Bruno? Is he a right winger? Is he a left winger?
And then Havertz kicked the sky for some reason.
Yeah, I'm like, just these two. Oh my god.
But
I
Johnny bringing
promise you
Johnny
all
Evans on
six
is
of
the
us-
problem, huh?
I promise you, no exaggeration. All 6 of us on the panel would have literally scored that goal. I promise you. Lindelof challenge was a red, worse
agree
than
with
Van
that.
Dijk.
I
The
agree
Saka
with
one.
that. That was 100% a red.
Pearce.
No, it was
Yeah,
Nketiah.
I
It was
absolutely
Nketiah put his
It was
agree.
Nketiah.
No,
When Nketiah-
Anybody,
when Nketiah pushes
again-
it and he literally
and
scissor
Ketia put his head down towards the
Guys.
ball, bro. And Ketia put his head down to the ball.
No, he scissor kicked his leg, bruv. He had his leg in
You
between
know,
both
Ozzy,
his
that
legs.
can cause an ACL. You know, Ozzy, that tackle can cause an ACL.
Very
that tackle
poor.
from the back,
That's
locking
the
the
same
leg
tackle,
like this
Ozzy.
underneath.
That last season, that's the same tackle that Andy Carroll did on Ericsson. Didn't even get a foul for it.
Yeah,
He was,
yeah,
he was
Yeah,
on
but
the
that was
shuffle
wrong.
for
Stop it.
close.
But we said that was supposed to be a red, and I
If
just said
if that's
now.
red, then
I
Saka's one
just
is
said
also
now.
red.
I just said that.
What
I
is
just
going
said
on in the chat?
that this tackle that Lindelof did is an ACL tackle. Locking the leg underneath like this is an ACL.
Can even be a leg breaker, man.
But if
It's
that-
a
you catch it
very
the right way-
dangerous tackle.
Bro,
It's
Don't
the
talk
same
about
one that
referees.
what's his name? What's his name? The guy that scored for Spurs. What's his name? The Rolls Royce, whatever they call him. The
Madison.
defender.
Romero.
No,
He did it on
Romero. The
Yeah.
the tackle that Romero did is the same one from behind, locking it. Go ahead. Sorry, Hassan.
But if that's
طب
a
اسمع,
red,
listen, let's because I don't want to open up this kind of worms, let me just finish the next 5 عشان like I just want to do the Chelsea section. If we had did Arsenal and Vert well, if we had Ancelotti, we were champions last year. Fairs. If Saka scored the sitter, if Havertz scored, he's talking about the ifs, and I do agree. Havertz could have scored, Saka could have scored. Saka, absolute stinker today.
It could have
Was he
been 5
moving
or
like
6
Amber?
nil.
Was he
Tell me
moving
that
like
was
Amber
good.
Heard? Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay. Big up to you, man. Thanks so
I
much.
don't
a
even
lot.
know what that means, but okay.
Hey, I don't know either,
You
but
gonna
I just
remember
feel
her?
today proved that Arsenal are not in a title race. We're gonna debunk that a little bit. I can't wait to get Lee on because I want to speak to him, inshallah. Why wasn't Avram Glazer marking right at the back post? Yo, that's bad.
Tony
That is
Bloom,
bad.
I mean,
Big up to you, Tony Bloom.
you asked.
That Garnacho celebration was disgusting. Hey, I loved putting it on the thumbnail. It was beautiful because it didn't end up counting. This is for Judge Mo. Talk nice to us. Hashtag LFC. Big up to you, Skip to my Lou. Big up to you, Skip, my guy. City have the easiest schedule of all teams. They do. And let me not talk about their corruption against Fulham. Big up to Osama says this. Onan and Amrabat talk. What will you do in AFCON?
They will
They
miss
have
a
it
lot of games.
Habibi, one musiba at a time.
They
They're
got
asking
that new
about
Turkish
October.
goalkeeper, man. They'll be fine. Don't worry.
Yeah.
They're
Turkish
asking me about
goalkeeper.
October. This guy wants to talk about January.
Yeah, Cameroon will get knocked out in the groups anyway, so we'll be fine.
One musiba at a time.
Especially
So
that Ronaldo
you
goal,
know
yeah.
what? I'm never gonna support a nation other than my own, like I'm supporting Egypt this time. Hussam Martinelli couldn't pass Arma Bissaka once. Wallah ma baluha الرجال. I cannot wait, man. My brother, you need glasses. أقسم بالله. I don't know what you were watching. Even the guys who said Wan-Bissaka played well, they tell you Martinelli passed him like at
To be
least
honest,
2-3.
I would have been pissed if I was Martinelli because the amount of times
Yeah,
that
like-
he passed on the byline and he would cross and no one met the
Actually,
ball,
what is
I would
this?
have been pissed.
But how is he coming off me saying he did pass him once? يا أخي, what did you watch
We
the
love
game?
Wave.
Or
It's
what-
okay. Let him be. We love
Were
Wave.
you watching SpongeBob? Anyway, big up to all the super chatters. Gonna give you a massive shout out at the end. We have to get to the Chelsea section. I don't want to keep Mu'min for too long. I know he has to go in a bit, so we're just gonna give him a little bit more. دخل لك سيجاره صح معنا ثلث ساعه بين ما ننهي. Big up to everyone who's here. 1,100 people still here. Make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you're subscribing right now. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Big up for 21k once again. Doesn't mean you stop liking. You stop subscribing. Subscribe and like right now. Ziad.
لا والله النور حبيبي, you're turning off the light now.
Yeah,
No,
turn
no,
off the
يلا.
light.
الليلة الليلة ليلتك يا سمسم. Come back.
And I want you to turn those lights blue, Habibi. Yalla. Turn those lights
Ladies,
blue.
You're not
that's
you're
not-
not keen.
The
You guys
center-
don't think you guys don't
One
think they
second,
were
one-
saved by this United result?
One
Oh,
sec.
yeah,
No.
100%.
No. Ain't shit gonna save this
Bruv,
Ziad guy.
he's paying respect to Nottingham Forest. He's putting red.
Chelsea walking
Well, why you got
disappointing.
the red
top
light
out,
on
top
like this is
shot.
red district in Holland?
زياد
bro?
زياد
What's
اسمع
going
من
on?
الاخر شغل الضوء
Come on,
خلينا
man.
نعرف كيف صباحك عشان بدنا
Very
نحكي
good.
من الاخر. Nottingham Forest 1 Chelsea 0 at Stamford Bridge. Talk to the people, Ziad.
Proper 12s. Proper 12s. Exactly like last year. Proper 12s.
They're sponsored by Connor.
I just want everyone to just look at this face right here. Just look at it. Look at it.
This is what disappointment looks like.
The motorbike in the back.
Is he showing the color of London? Hey, London is red today. I can't lie. We can't deny that. تفضل يا زياد يا حبيبي خلص عرضنا احكي.
Yeah, man. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? What do you actually want me to say? I don't understand. We lost to Nottingham Forest at home. You want me to sit here and I don't know. What do you want me to say? Break down the game?
Hey, you want me to talk about my manager and my players?
There's nothing to say.
Hey,
I have nothing to say.
What's up with your manager? You have to question your manager.
If you want to know my
have to
opinion,
question
go to
your
Ziyad
players.
TV.
You know what?
Why-
Facts, bro. You know
can we
what? I'm gonna
question
make
your
a I'm gonna
manager?
make a channel. I'm gonna make a channel called Ziyad's underscore TV. Cause don't forget underscore, guys. When you go subscribe to Stuffy, Ziyad underscore TV. Okay, I'm gonna make my first video about this Nottingham Forest game. If you want to hear my opinion, go. If you don't, I don't care. Like and subscribe. Either way, I'm not bothered. And that's it, man.
بص عشان انت وجعت لي دماغي already. I sat here and I spoke about so many things, but you're being very picky with me not mentioning the word Ten Hag. Okay, but
Okay,
at least I sat
mention.
here for an hour and a half, an hour 15 minutes, me and Ozzy fighting for our lives, you know, unlike you guys, because you can't defend against Forest, Alanga, and Uni. Okay, so sit here and tell us I didn't watch the game as Zed. Pretend that I didn't watch it. Can you tell me why the hell did you guys lose once again at home to Forest after spending over 1 billion in about what?
Okay, the
18
spending
months?
Actually, Ziyad, the spending is very the spending is very relevant when you're in the game.
No, it's not in this game.
I'll tell you why in this game it's very relevant. Okay, objectively, okay. When you're in the game against Nottingham Forest, wanting a goal, and you end up with having two players only with any significant experience, which is Sterling and Silva on the team, that's incompetent.
I don't need the experience to beat Nottingham Forest at home. I'm sorry.
This is what Chelsea fans tell themselves. We don't need experience. We can play with kids. And we have been rivals and non-rivals. I'm a neutral, right? We've been screaming that football is not only won by kids running on the pitch, it's won by some experience, because experience brings you moments, brings you where to stand, what to do in these moments. This is what Chelsea lacked at the end. You had Cole Palmer, you had Jackson, you had Madueke. Okay, who else? You have Caicedo, Enzo. No experience in that. And Raheem Sterling. It is relevant, Habibi.
Very relevant. Let me tell you why it's irrelevant. Even if you had 25, 26, 27-year-old players there, we don't win that game.
No, you do. No, that's what you tell yourself.
No, we don't.
This is why you guys tell yourself. You have an experienced striker, might snatch a goal. You have an experienced winger, might snatch a goal. You didn't. You had players running around the pitch, not knowing what to do, panicking because they're losing to Nottingham Forest. Fans are restless in the stadium, so nobody can hold their nerves. Habibi, the proof is that you lost the game, not the other way around.
Mo, someone just called him Jack Shuai.
No, but to be honest, that's the problem. The problem is that you didn't have any experience on the pitch, significant experience.
The problem is
Sam.
Continue.
No. Sam will tell you that some games they won just by experience, just by having someone experience on the pitch.
You need that.
You need experience on the pitch.
Listen.
No team
You look
can
at
win.
sit here. You look at sit here
just
and talk about
youngsters.
money. You look at sit and talk about money. At the end of the day, regardless, let's see what it brings up first.
You thought I was feeling you?
Astaghfirullah, what is this, bro?
Shout out to Kai Spice, man. Big up Kai Spice.
Wait, I got one
What's
thing.
What's wrong with Caicedo?
Wait. No, nothing's wrong
What's wrong
with
with
him.
What's wrong? You give the ball away when you guys conceded.
Why are you mocking Caicedo? It wasn't
He's
his
the one
fault.
who gave the ball away. He's the
No,
one.
I blame Thiago Silva more than I blame Caicedo.
Yeah, you do.
Subhanallah.
You can do that.
But people want to run agendas and they're still bomb hurt that we made their club.
Listen to him. You can do that, Ziad, okay? But the one in the middle that gave the ball away, that started the counter, is Caicedo.
No. Okay, let me tell you something. Gallagher was supposed to have the ball. He decided to do some dummy because he thought, I don't know who he thought he was, the next amazing midfielder, and it caught Caicedo off guard, like it would because you see a player 3 yards away from you. You don't expect him to do a dummy.
Bruv, you
Okay.
waffle more than
One
Hussein, my
second,
brother.
1 second. They lost the ball. Thiago Silva had his
Easy
legs
there,
wide
Mr.
open.
50-50.
Huh? Thiago Silva had his legs wide open,
Wallah,
and then
you
they
waffle
scored.
too much, bro.
Hey, yo,
Wallah,
I'm
you
not blaming
waffle.
Caicedo for.
Do you
Listen,
want honesty?
if you want to blame
you cannot
Caicedo,
blame Thiago Silva. Do you know what?
oh, well,
Thiago Silva.
you can't blame him
How?
for his having his legs that open.
Yeah. Again, if you play football, you know that pass is on only between Thiago Silva's legs. If Thiago Silva had his legs closed, he would have passed it next to him. Where was
I'm not
covering
saying
that
have your legs closed
alignment?
like an idiot. I'm saying have your legs normal. You don't open it that much. Come
He's
on, man.
closing passing angles. He's closing passing
You can
angles.
close
But
passing
anyway,
angles, but you actually have to realize that you can't let the ball go through your legs like that. I'm sorry. You
That'll
can't let
be
the
funny,
ball go through your
Hamza.
legs.
Bro, did you man see how he was running back? Levi Colwell, bro. This man was running back like this.
Yeah,
He runs
Yeah, but
funny. He
the
does run. He runs
know,
funny. That guy runs
oldest-
funny, bro.
oldest
I'm looking like an
problems,
NPC, you know.
He runs funny.
there are many
But one second,
things to take away. There are many
GTA 2,
many things-
Let me.
GTA 2.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you before let these not make silly jokes. I'm gonna tell you. Hassan is bringing up Caicedo because he's clearly still one
بدك
heart.
تعيط.
But listen, no, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you facts. The
هجيب لك
fact is,
fine.
بص
No.
عمل ما تعمل الفاكس I just want to let people know this is
Go
so
on.
much of القهوة I'm actually eating fattoush salad on القهوة but كمل.
Yeah, but
listen,
you're saying this.
You don't eat fattoush salad in an ahwa.
What? Who's had
No,
the...
this is القهوة that I brought a fattoush salad.
Well,
This is
look,
how
Osam,
Arab shows.
I called out Staffy and I said
If
he's
you-
not Egyptian. He's American first, and then became Egyptian,
oh,
and he got
oh.
upset.
There you go.
فتوش على القهوة يا
There's a
حبيبي
fight.
حبيبي
That's
قهوة
fighting
ده.
word.
When I say Staffy isn't Egyptian at first, he's American first, he gets upset. But then he
طب أنا-
tells Fatouche al Ahwa. That tells you he never sat al Ahwa. Never.
طيب is this القهوة? Am I sitting على القهوة right now?
This is called
Technically,
al Ahwa. You just told us. You
Is this a
literally
fattoush
told
salad?
us.
I said the show
you
so
lit-
Arab that I'm bringing a fattoush salad على
No,
القهوة.
you literally
See how you don't
said,
listen?
I am eating Fatouche al Ahwa. You literally said that. Am I
This is
wrong,
القهوة.
bro?
You think I'm at a real قهوة, bro? It's my house, bro. What is this guy saying, bro?
Okay,
This guy
guys,
wants me to be American so bad.
Can I
قهوة
finish,
سيكو
bro?
مش قهوة بلدي يا استاذ عمر.
عمر رشدي بص انا ما اعرفش انت منين من مصر بس ده هيقعد يقول لك كل شويه ان هو امريكاني انا اتربيت في
Guys,
مصر
can I-
اتربيت في اسكندريه دخلت مدرسه
ساعد
النصر
bro.
12
can I
سنه
just
وجيت
make
عشت
no
هنا
one second.
وممكن يقول
one
كل اللي
second.
هو بيقوله
You
ده
took it
وانا
out.
كده كده انا مش شايفني بقى just my Egyptian
Let me
fan
talk.
right here
Let me talk.
مش شايفني بقى just my Egyptian fan right here
I'm letting him get his Egyptian thing out the way quick so I can quickly talk. Yeah, I want to ask
You know
this
that's what I told
question.
Ozzy when he
The
showed the
two-
table. If
Wallah, that
United
was
were
a-
11, it would be funnier. Wallahi.
That was an own goal, man. One own goal.
I'm still above them. I'm still above them.
One
Own
own
goal.
goal. Wallah, that was an
I'm
own
still
goal.
above
That's
It's
crazy.
not
Oh,
good.
goal.
The
Staffy,
screen,
this
man.
is the standard of your club.
God.
Staffy,
I'm
this is
still
the
above
standard
them.
of your club.
I'm still above
This
them.
is the own
Ziyad,
goal.
I'll tell you one
You know,
thing. I'll tell you one thing.
I'm still
I'm
above
just
them.
honest,
I'll show
I
it
don't
again.
moment-
I'll show it again.
I don't want to associate with these losers. Let me bring them
بص
up.
there is a
You put
say
the
there is a
losers.
say there is a say زياد لو هفك الشوق مستنيك فوق come to me up there يا حبيبي
No,
11th
no, no.
11th I'm still above you لو
I'm
هفك
still
الشوق
above
مستنيك
you.
If that's the standards of your club, then that's the
لو
standards.
هفك الشوق مستنيك فوق what more do you
Nah,
want me to say?
well, it's the Nick Ball. Bro, this is your standards for your club.
Okay, so
Guys,
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 listen.
I want to ask a quick
Let's
question.
Asad also ask me a question.
Because I wanted to ask a question.
Hassam's getting
Ziad,
annoyed.
don't
Out
be
of the-
shameless.
out
Give
of
us
the
football
two-
answer.
Wallah, I wanted to
just-
talk. Wallah, you
This
didn't let me
total
talk.
this guy is.
Wallah, they didn't let me talk.
me off, you know.
Can you? All right, Ziad, listen. Can you
Yeah,
give
man,
me a
talk.
proper
Waffler.
footballing
What a
answer? Yeah?
waffler.
I haven't
want
said
you
one
to
word.
tell
You're
me-
calling me a waffler.
Staffy,
Not
I
you,
just
not
saw
you.
the
The
clip.
guy in the
I
corner.
لا
disagree.
رحمليكم
It's not a
الوالدين
penalty.
لا رحمليكم الوالدين لا رحمليكم
chat,
الوالدين
don't worry about it.
please يا أخي please let me just
Don't give
ask
me
a question.
Arabic like you're Moroccan, bro. We all know that you're from the
أنا
end. Don't do
مغربي أنا مغربي أتكلم معك بالدارجة
it.
مالك
A broken
مالك؟
Arabic, bro.
قلت لي
A
أتكلم
broken
معك
Arabic.
بالدارجة
صاحبي.
قلتي وخليني يا
صاحبي.
صاحبي خليني
لا
من
اله الا
المغرب
الله.
سفيان امربات
here we go there you are
Staffy,
Hey,
you're
the
here
same guy that
mocking
you
the
worked for
Moroccan.
the last 2 months.
حكم زياد.
Staffy's mocking the اللغة الدارجة المغربية. بيقول عليهم مش
يلا.
عرب. Oh my god.
No, I'm mocking him. Why would
So-
that's so I've been من المغاربة دي.
يعني
Okay.
زي ما حسام بيتريق على الاكسنت بتقولوا عليه ما تتريقش على الاكسنت.
Right.
يا الله
And
يا
have you
ولد.
ever let me just say
let me just ask
You've
the
never
question.
Just Saad, let them finish, man.
you have never defended me in front of Hussein. Do you
Moment
see
wants to fight.
this is why I call you Mo Gender.
I
This is why I call
do.
you Mo Gender.
انت شوف how many times in the group I say I defend you against Husam and I stand by you. How
Not
many
by the
times?
accent. Not with the
Husam, you
accent.
can tell.
Not with the accent.
لا
You
لا
Just
لا.
just
But
want to
minute-
know
بعدين
brother, and you know I'm right.
who marks
Okay.
Husam's accent in the messages? Remember Husam when he sends a messages, he tries to mark the accent.
I remember.
Okay.
Manchester United is a corrupt club. Always corrupt. Corruption comes out of Manchester, whether it's the blue side, the red side, they're always
Yo.
corrupt. That's all I
Yo,
have
That's
to hear,
fact.
bro, from
That's
this guy.
facts
This
right
guy
there. I
sounds
don't
like
know
my
how you know.
uncle back overseas, bro. Allah
Can I
Akbar.
just say something real quick? Because there's a waffler in the comment
Listen,
section.
I can make a fake accent.
يا اخي
but,
سيبك
you know,
من
I ain't
الكومنت سيكشن يا اوزي في
والله
1000 بني ادم
comment
كومنت
section.
سيكشن
Nah,
يعني
nah,
عندنا
listen,
ننتقد
yo,
الكومنت
مؤمن.
سيكشن
gonna- Tell him I just joined an Arabic class.
عشان يخلص يا اخي والله يا اوزي.
مجنن دين امي في واحد في الكومنت سيكشن مش عايز يسكت مش عايز يسكت.
قول له حبيبي what I
Which
said.
one?
If you want to get my attention, tell him to pay. That's all I do.
My
If you
man,
want
my
my
man,
attention,
Who is
pay.
it?
I don't read the free comments anymore.
my man is copying and pasting. He's copying and pasting. He's trying to spam it just so we can see the comment.
Bro, he should have been banned long time ago, man.
Maybe this is a football chat, but we can also have a little chat outside of. It's fine, wallahi. Why are you upset because you can't read out? You don't.
عادي عادي انساك من ال bad vibes. Speaking of
أعوذ
bad
بالله.
vibes, Ziad, can you actually tell us why you lost without
I'll
being a
tell you.
bitch?
يا عمي عايز يقول ايه سيبه
no.
عيط يا زياد.
But
زياد
Hussam,
cry.
They don't let me
Just cry.
talk.
Hussam,
let me talk.
you want him to tell you why he
Without
lost,
being
yeah?
a bitch.
I still want him to answer my question.
I
Ziad,
couldn't
you
even,
need to
I
answer
couldn't
my
even hear your question. I
These,
didn't hear
these
your
guys
question.
don't want to let me ask you the question.
They're
I wanna
talking
ask you
about
the question.
fucking
طب
Batouche or whatever
let's
they're
I want
talking
to ask
about,
you a
man.
let's
question.
let's ask. تفضل
Okay. Endo and Caicedo. Who's had the two good games?
Endo?
Who's been the better out of two games?
Who's Endo?
My man said Endo and Caicedo,
Caicedo. Who's been better? Who's been the better
Caicedo.
signing?
Caicedo.
Really?
Yeah.
He's
You
made
know,
two
you know what it is
mistakes.
sad? You asked me a question.
Endo's
You
at
asked me
least
this
not
question.
made mistakes.
You asked me a question. You asked me, did he even start today? My man's holding bench. Listen, let me tell you
Brother, it
something.
doesn't matter.
Let me tell you
The
something.
game that he
Let me tell you
played,
something.
he's still at
Don't
least
go on.
done a good
Listen.
thing on
Hey,
his
Endo
debut.
3 wins in 3, Caicedo
Let
1
me
win in
tell you
4.
something. Like Ozzy said earlier, you guys are doing the Twitter thing, yeah? You guys are doing the Twitter thing. But I don't know.
Mo is funny.
Listen,
Yeah,
you
I
guys
said
are
that. I said that about you. That's why I said
No,
that you.
I didn't even speak. I wasn't even speaking. I didn't even say a word. You guys are doing the thing. Anytime Chelsea lose, you blame Caicedo. You're clearly still
يا
upset.
ربي.
And let me talk about the match because Hassam's gonna get
طب
annoyed.
okay, Ziad, ثواني. No one interrupt Ziad. I dare you in the next 30 seconds just talk football about the why did you
حبيبي,
lose.
you haven't let me
You have 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds.
لا مؤمن يلا اسمع.
واحد.
No one's gonna interrupt him.
Let him-
هسه زياد انت على بي ان سبورتس اعطينا ليش خسرت؟ تفضل.
معك المكالمة زياد تفضل.
يلا
30
تفضل
ثانية.
استاذ زياد. دكتور
Listen,
زياد
man.
تفضل.
No, listen. It's Pochettino again, man. It's Pochettino again for I don't know, like the third game now, probably. He's making the wrong decisions. He's making the wrong substitutions. He's making the wrong starting lineups. He's not getting the best out of our players. We brought him in to get the best out of young players. Maybe he's taking time with likes like Mudryk and Noni. We don't know. It's still only the fourth game of the season. I have to stress this. It's only the fourth game. So I'm not expecting wonders by Pochettino. I still understand the big job that is on his hands. But as of now, if he doesn't change this for Bournemouth away after the international break, I will be concerned. I will be worried about the next few weeks or whatever, how we're going to go into Christmas or whatnot. I can't talk with this guy laughing, but yeah, listen, he the way he's playing Chilwell left wing, I don't know what.
You're not yet concerned. You're not concerned.
No, I'm not concerned yet. I'm not.
You're gonna
concerned
be concerned later.
No, I'm gonna be concerned if he has a whole 2 weeks break and he still doesn't change anything.
You know that
Then I'm
picture
like,
of the orange
this guy
dog
is-
when everything is on fire next to him and he's sitting at the table like, this is fine?
Like,
That's
everything
Ziad
is
right
fine.
now.
No, it's only. Listen, I told you, it's only the fourth game. Listen, it's only the fourth game. It's not my manager. It's not my manager's. Listen, it's not my manager's second season. It's not like you guys or one of that rubbish. It's only his first game. Okay.
No, exactly, because احنا كسبنا Norwich. So thank you for stating that. Because at least we beat Norwich. So when you say we're not in the second,
Norwich are not even in the Premier League. You mean Nottingham Forest?
I mean Nottingham. There you
Yeah,
go.
by Rashford diving. But anyway, that's from last
You lost a bunch of trees, bro, and you're telling
bro,
me. We're not
listen,
the
man,
second
Elanga, bro, you
long
look clean.
story
You
خلصت؟
look clean. لا I didn't. 1 second.
طب اتفضل.
I need Pochettino to fix his way. I need Pochettino to fix his ways. The players as well, they had some of them had bad performances. Jackson should have scored, but that's by the point. I think this is beyond the players, and this comes down to the manager. Done. Before he plays another joke, yalla.
لا خلص.
Your internet is
Play
shit,
them coming
Sam.
up. Wallahi, the internet is. Yeah.
that's-
Long
That's
may it
Ziad, wallah.
continue.
Wallah.
Long may it continue.
Now
for
the
good of
floor is
football.
open for any questions.
Okay, so I got a
Long
question.
may it
Why did you
continue.
say I'm picking on Caicedo when 2 mistakes that he's made have led to goals?
Which two mistakes? Which 2 mistakes?
The first debut goal where he got the
West
goal, I
Ham.
believe,
Okay,
West Ham,
okay.
West Ham.
Penalty.
and then this one where he
That's
passed
not his
it,
fault.
some
That's not his
dead
fault.
pass,
That's
some
not
dead
his fault.
pass.
That's
It
not
was
his fault.
intercepted from the player
It's not his fault.
who he passed to.
Get your
But
facts
Alex,
straight.
wait.
Get your
then
facts
they
straight.
Alex,
crossed it.
Alex,
لا 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 مؤمن, he asked me
Ziad,
something.
لا ما أنا
He
أسألك
no 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 no, he directed that at me. No 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 مؤمن, no.
It's
No,
related.
مستحيل.
والله
No, 1
related.
second. No, it's not
الشباب
related.
صدقتوني كفايه زعيق.
والله
You
زهقت.
gave
أنا
the guy gave a pass to Gallagher. Gallagher الحمار, he dummied it. When he
Brother, you're
dummied
trying to
it,
protect your
1
W.
second.
Gallagher played better than Caicedo last 3
Habibi,
games.
you're
Wallahi.
not. That's not the point.
Last 3
That's not the
games,
point.
100%.
The point is he's talking about
Gallagher
Caicedo's
wasn't
goal.
even bad. You guys love to
Hassam,
scapegoat.
Hassam, you want me to talk football and you're not letting me talk.
Fun.
Gallagher bloody dummied it
اسكت
like
يا
an
حسام لو
idiot.
سمحت.
When he dummied it, the ball didn't go to Caicedo. The ball went from Caicedo. Caicedo tried to reach and get the ball. He didn't. Then Thiago Silva has his legs open like an idiot, and then they score. I'm not blaming Caicedo for that. If you guys want to sit here, have agendas, and still be bumhurt over Caicedo, no problem. But that's not his fault.
Do you know
Done.
the only agenda I have on the Chelsea team is
Yo.
that Enzo is one of the most creative players in the Premier League. This is my only agenda. A lot of Chelsea fans are telling me that Enzo is a 10. A lot of Chelsea fans are telling me that Enzo can create, can get you 15 to 20 GA. Enzo is an 8. He's always going to be an 8 and nothing more. He's a great 8.
I don't think it's a 10, yeah.
Exactly. The problem is, watch Chelsea fans telling me that Enzo is going to be a creative player like an Odegaard or De Bruyne.
No,
is fucked
man.
up.
I was a bit low.
It's fucked up.
No, man.
Anyway, long may it continue because
No.
for the good of football,
100%.
we need Chelsea. For the good of football, we need this project to fail.
Mo, if
you want it to fail.
football,
It's not
if
going to
football
fail.
truly, if
Project,
football truly
everyone
works,
in the
Mo,
world,
then this shouldn't work.
everyone in
Why?
the world.
Why are you lot so upset?
Because
I'll
he's
tell you
why you
spent
so
1
upset.
billion.
Because
1
why you
billion
so
is
upset?
crazy.
They're jealous.
So,
18 months.
so you
Let
can't buy as
women
much
speak. Let women
Hassam,
speak.
you
because
can't
the
buy
answer
as
why.
much as
Let-
us.
طب
You
let
can't
me
buy
answer
as
why.
much as us, and you can't sell as much as us. What's your problem? It's
Brother,
fair.
you
We'll
did a
say this.
I'll tell you
PSG.
the
It's
problem.
fair.
I'll tell
You
you
did
the
a
very
problem.
fair.
PSG.
Because
Tell me the
you have
problem.
9 players under the age of 22 with a contract that ends between 2029 and 2031.
Yeah.
And I couldn't mut by that time. And I'll be in a wheelchair or something by that time. I'm serious.
Mo is
How can a
crazy.
team how
بعد
can a
السر عليك
team
يا مؤمن.
run how can a team run with all these players contract until 2029 and 2031? How's that even
So your problem isn't the game. Your problem is that you don't like the way Chelsea are running the club. No problem. That's fine.
I have nothing against Chelsea, my friend. As a
Okay.
football club, I have nothing against Chelsea as a football club.
You just don't like the project. You don't like the project.
Yes, of course.
No
yes.
problem.
Oh,
That's your opinion.
I
That's
am
fine.
very honest about it, and from the beginning, I said for the good.
I don't
football,
expect you to like it. I don't expect
for the
anyone
good
to like it.
Because
To
and
be
I
fair
said
to
you
Mo,
are
he said the
lucky-
same
you
thing
are
about Saudi
lucky-
Arabia, by the way. Mo has been
You
consistent.
are
He didn't like all the
lucky.
money in Saudi
You
Arabia.
are lucky. You are lucky that you got sold.
Can you stop saying Saudi Arabia? It pisses me off. Can you say Saudi?
السعودية مبسوط.
لا, listen,
Saudi.
either say Saudi or say Saudi. Don't say Saudi Arabia.
حبيبي
Saudi.
أنا زي ما انت عايز انت تقول لك اتكلم كمان ازاي
The problem
Saudi
with Chelsea
Arabia.
project.
Eat the fat
problem
tush,
with-
Karen.
The
Guys,
Guys,
problem
if I
with
hear
Chelsea
his
project-
Ten Hag opinion, go to Staffy TV. Carry on, Moment.
Moment, can I
problem
ask you a
with Chelsea-
question before you continue,
Yeah,
please?
تفضل
If
تفضل.
are you upset with the project because your club wouldn't be able to do that because they don't have the intention of
Nobody
If you-
in the history of
if you-
football, Aussie.
if Inter did that-
Finish the question, please. Finish the
Yeah, I was
question.
going to ask you, if Inter had the money and they were doing what Chelsea are doing, would you
Yeah,
be
I'll
happy?
tell you the difference. No, I wouldn't. The problem with that is that I wouldn't like my players to have contracts until the year 2031. For me, that's too much of a risk. How are you giving someone like Mudryk a contract until 2030? What if he fails and you lose half the price? Like the Lukaku thing, they can't get rid of the wage. They try to loan him out. What if they can't loan somebody? Why nobody wants to pick up that wage? Why nobody wants to buy the player?
Yeah,
You just run out of the contract. That's the problem was with that is that Chelsea fans don't want to believe that because of the war and what happened, they got sold to Todd Bowley and he had a clean slate. And that's why he's able to spend that much money as well. Because there is the thing they do with the amortization, all the stuff. But also, you wouldn't be able to spend that much money in 1 year. How are you gonna tell me that a team in the history? Tell me inflation, no inflation, spend that much money. Lee Gunner once on Terry's channel with Hussam, I guess, said that I want my team to replace 12 players out, 12 players in. And Terry told him nobody can do that. Chelsea literally did that. That's not football. That's football manager. You're playing
It is
PlayStation.
football. It's called finding loopholes.
It
It's
shouldn't.
very
It
much.
shouldn't.
Okay,
It shouldn't
Habibi,
work.
I
Yeah,
get
no,
what you're
Can I
saying.
reply? Can I
let me-
reply
let me-
or
Yeah,
no?
yeah. Let me just finish
Can I
my
reply?
point.
Sorry,
Because you just
you know the problem with Ziad. This is the problem with Ziad and his entire fan base. It's always about, oh, you're jealous. Oh, we found loopholes. But there's a question. There's something Momin asked that no one can answer. Mudrik currently, let's use Mudrik because I don't want to use the other ones. Mudrik currently is on an 8-year, 9-year contract. Okay, there is a realistic world, just like any transfer. It could work, it could not work. Let's not be dumb here. Adi, some transfers don't
Facts.
work. If Mudrik does not work, okay, no one is gonna buy out a 6-year, 5-year contract of Mudrik if you wanna sell him. That's a realistic, real
Listen,
problem.
Hussam,
because
let
you
me
have
tell
to
you something. One
زي
thing
Man
you haven't-
United يا زياد زي Man you asked Hussam زي Man United. You know why Man United cannot sell Maguire? He wants the rest of his contract. He literally
Sorry,
told them,
how much
I want
is
the rest of my contract.
Staffy Ozzy? How much is Maguire getting paid?
200 something, but he had about
You-
6 million that they
okay.
were arguing about that.
Okay,
they didn't
so
want to
so
pay.
he one
But
second, one
Ziad-
second, one second. Mu'min, he's on 200 and something K a week.
Mhm.
Mudrik is on nothing. He's not nowhere near that money.
It's the
So one
number
sec-
of
So
years.
he's
one
on
second,
100K.
one second,
He's
one
on
second.
80K.
1 second.
80K.
Okay, 80K, and he nothing.
Like,
So one
but
second,
you're-
one second, one thing you guys are, of
80K
course,
over 5
uh,
years is not nothing.
80K. Are you okay? 80K. What's this
Over
80K
5
over
years.
5 years? What are you guys
The
talking about?
problem-
80K over
no,
5 years.
One
What you-
second, Ziad. Ziad,
But the problem, yeah, no.
He's not talking about that because your one is different to Maguire. Maguire, we had a long-term contract and we can't get rid of him. You've got Mudrik on an 8-year contract. So the 80K is then times by 8. You have to pay off that contract. If you can't get rid of him to different teams, right? And even if you do, you're still going to have to pay his salary, right? You're going to have to pay him out of the contract so then he becomes a free agent. And to pay him out of a 7+ year contract is it's a lot of money.
I don't. Okay, I don't
Just
understand why
before
you
you finish, let me give you the exact figure. 80K over a 5-year period, which is if in 2 years from now you decide to sell him, is 20 million. That's not nothing.
Okay.
And that's
I
5 years.
I don't-
And,
okay.
and Ziad, you need to remember something. When you sell a player, you also account for how much money you paid for him because it's an investment. How much did he give the
Yes.
club?
I don't.
That's
I
what
don't-
it's. That's
I
what it
don't
is.
They said
Yes. It's not
100
only.
million.
It's not 100. It's 60 million. Get your facts straight.
It's 60 million. yes.
100
It's
million.
60,
It's 60 million.
no,
We don't
60
pay- we
million
don't-
pound.
We don't pay in
Yeah.
euros. Thank you very much. Get your
With
facts straight. It's
40,
60 million.
60 million was 20.
Wallah, I
I think
don't
60
understand. We
million.
don't pay
Wallah, I
in
love
euros.
Ziad. I love
Wait,
Ziad.
one sec. For
Can I,
for
Murad,
Mudrik,
guys,
Can I talk about my own club? Am I allowed to
Definitely.
talk about my own club?
Yeah,
Oh,
One thing I
Definitely.
don't understand what you guys are doing is why you're giving me Maguire, why you're giving me Lukaku. Literally, probably the worst examples you can get in terms of something that a football club would want. No one ever wishes for a Maguire situation or Lukaku
But
situation.
Mudrik couldn't
What
be
you're
that.
telling-
That's their
what
point.
you're-
He could be that.
What you're telling me now
It's not
is
Mudrik.
worst case scenario, and scenarios, if we're being honest, doesn't happen a lot.
What do you mean worst case scenario?
yes.
The guy has
You
a-
guys-
has
Let
No,
him
one
finish.
second,
Let him
one
finish.
second,
Let him
one
finish.
second.
Let him
You're
finish. And I'm
talking
gonna
about
respond
Mudrik.
to this point with
You're
one thing.
talking about Mudrik, whether you guys like it or not, even though he's not showing it now, is still a talented footballer. Okay, he is struggling to adapt to Premier League football, struggling to adapt into the whole situation that's going on at Chelsea, and he's not even getting game time. Because you're going to talk about Mudrik, let's talk about Mudrik. He's had 7 games, 7 starts, or whatever it is. He's not getting consistent game time. So that in itself, you're talking about worst case scenario. Of course, it's a risk. We're giving these players big contracts, low wages, but long length of contracts. If it fails, of course, and it's a big risk. I agree. But you're coming here expecting me to sit here and talk about worst case scenario on a player like
No.
Mudrik, who's
So
never
let me
he
tell you
hasn't been
why
played-
it's
he's
not.
barely played.
Let me tell you why it's not a worst case scenario. Because you literally replaced an academy with just buying young players. There are players in Chelsea that we don't know their names, and I know that you don't know their names. They went and bought them for 15, 20 million. Chelsea used to produce
yeah.
very good players, right? But Chelsea now went and said, I'm gonna invest the money and buy young players below 20 years old, hoping that one of them will bang. Hoping
Yeah.
that one of them will bang and I will sell them. That's literally replacing your academy. by that because the academy
Yeah,
is
it's
based
not.
on.
I'll tell you why
It's
it's not
based
replacing.
on.
It's
Let
not
him land.
replacing the
Let him land.
academy.
He's trying to make
Let
the
land.
point.
No,
Let him
no.
land first.
Go
Let him
on.
land.
Yeah,
Go on.
so because normally your academy, you have 20 players, one of them or two makes it to the first team, and one of them gets sold, and the rest goes to Championship or League One or whatever, or Germany or something like that. You literally have about like 20 players below 21 years old. That's an academy product. This is an academy. This is an under 21 team. You literally can field a team from your first team in the under 21, and you'll have a competent team there.
Facts.
So
Facts.
that's an academy thing.
So okay, let me. So you're right in terms of in our starting team, we probably have one of the youngest, if not the youngest team or squad. Sorry, in the league. I think his average is like 21 or 20, whatever. But why it's not an academy team? It's like replacing the academy. It's because we're not buying normal 20, 21, 18, 19-year-olds. We're picking up the best of their age group, the best of their age bracket. We're not talking about like Santos, for example. Santos was wanted by every single big club in the world, right? Angelo that's gone to
على
Strasbourg
فكره
on loan.
مؤمن انا اكتشفت انه هو لحد الان مش فاهم احنا شو حكينا لعلمك. Listen, football clubs are considered successful if they get 50% of the transfers right. We're saying, for the sake of argument, if you need to sell one of these guys, no one's gonna buy out 5-year contracts. That's not an insult.
Why does it have to be a 5-year contract? I don't understand. What are you
Because you
talking about?
already have-
Because
What is
you
this
have
buyout?
you have-
If a player wants to,
Ziad,
if
you
he wants to buy the player, they look at the wages if it's
Ziad.
feasible and they pay the club. What's this
Ziad,
5-year contract?
you have
said
12
how many players go up through the whole contract? Whether it's 5 years or 4 years, they leave before it.
Yes, I'm gonna tell you
What's this?
why.
Like you guys are
Because
making
you
some.
have-
You guys are
Okay,
making.
so
You're
let
making
me
a
answer
scenario
him.
that never
Let
happened.
me answer him. So the scenario, why the scenario is likely with Chelsea, because you have 12 players under 21 years old on 8-year contracts. So it's more likely to happen than not.
Exactly.
Normally, people.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's
Okay,
the
but
thing
some of them are in
about
our
it.
first team. Are we talking about players that
Man,
are in our first
how
team? as
long?
well?
How long do you think this can last? Having 21 years old playing the Premier League, how long do you think can last?
Well, they're not going to be
Seriously.
21 forever.
So
What
they're
he's
gonna be
saying is,
22.
But what
Go on.
I honestly don't understand.
When
We've got
okay,
you're talking about
when
our young.
Liverpool when Liverpool bought players, when Liverpool buy players, they buy one under 23, two under 23, and then they have the rest coming from the academy.
Because you got to look at their project, yeah, man. Come on, man. You got to look at their project. Their our project.
So
Do
that's
you know who our
problem
manager
there.
is? The
Something
main
to
reason,
understand.
we brought in Pochettino is because he's how he develops young players and how he gets the best out of young players. You can't then go and question why we're buying young players. It doesn't make sense.
But so Habibi, first of all, you can't develop. You
We're
can't come here
questioning
and
the
give me.
contract length.
Yeah, well, we're talking about.
This
if
is
these
to break
players-
down how much we pay the club.
استنى خلينا نرد عليك.
Oh
Let
no,
me-
Habib, amortization is not. It has nothing to do with the
He doesn't
contract.
understand the question, Moment.
What's
You're
the question,
talking to
Ozzy?
someone
Explain to me.
you're not understanding. We're just
He
talking
doesn't
about.
even get-
We're just talking about the worst case scenario. That's all it. If the
I said
worst
that. I
case
told you.
scenario-
That's what I told you.
The worst case scenario is you're talking about Mudryk, right? You're giving me excuses about
Any
Mudryk.
example?
Mudryk has played 20 games for Chelsea. He has no goals.
How many
right?
starts?
Okay, I understand.
I don't care about 5 minutes off the bench,
We can talk
Ozzy.
about
Are we
details.
going to be
I'm
shameless or are
saying-
we going to be talk football?
No.
I don't care about 5 minutes off the bench.
I'm not being shameless. I'm giving you real
You're
statistics.
telling me 20 games, 5
خلينا
minutes off the
نخلص.
bench. Why do I care about 5 minutes off the bench?
خلينا نخلص. What I'm trying to say is that he is closer to becoming
After
a flop.
Ozzy, we wrap up.
Yeah, when he's
Yes,
closer
please.
to becoming a flop than he is to become a success. That's all we're saying. So then, if the worst case scenario happens and you need to get rid of Mudryk and teams are not accepting and do not want to buy him, you're going to have to pay him out of that contract. And that said contract is going to be the longest contract, one of the longest contracts in football, because you did it in 8-9 year contracts for young players, right? And you ended up going to your academy and going, giving them two middle fingers and going, we don't care about our academy. And by the way, you've always been like that as a club.
I already told Mutman.
Ozzy, I just realized something. I just realized something wrong.
Yeah.
I just realized something, Ziad. I'm sorry. Do you know what the amortization you did before UEFA and the Premier League comes in? Do you know that you might not be able even to buy Mudryk out of his contract? Because as you said, sometimes you're paying the club still, and the asset has to be inside the club. Do you know that? Do you know that the amortization work if the asset is inside your company? Once the asset is outside, which is at this time the player, you'll have to pay the full amount. So can you imagine in 3-4 years, if you have to sell 10 players of these and you can't sell them and you have to release them, you'll have to pay the clubs that you bought them from their money
You're
full.
done,
Okay,
In
what
full.
you got?
Done. If
Okay, what
this
you
goes left,
okay? I'm
you're
gonna
finished.
I'm gonna respond to you. What you guys have just told me for the last 5-10 minutes is worst case scenario, and I don't know what football fan or what football club buys someone and say, no, we're not gonna do it because this might happen. Worst case scenario might happen. Let me tell you this, yeah. Let me ask you a question. What if he does ball out? What if he does become an amazing player? We got a player.
One of them.
No,
two,
no, I'm not talking about
three,
one. Stop telling me one of
four.
them. No,
What about the rest?
I'm talking about our team. I'm talking about our team now. Hassan, stop. And let me respond to Mu'min.
Sam, let him talk.
Let me
Sam,
talk to
let him
Mu'min.
talk.
You got pissed that we want to talk about Chelsea. Now we're talking about Chelsea.
So much you could do anything.
Inshallah. Mu'min. These
He said inshallah.
these players.
One,
It's not
one or
it's
two.
not one.
Tell me
it's
how
not
many.
one. I'm talking about our team right now. If they were to ball out, and it's not we're not buying shit players. If they were to ball out, we will have players that are doing very good for the team on low wages and contracts based on incentive. That's literally. Why don't you think
So
about
he
best case
literally,
scenario?
so
But-
your
but
owner
Ziad, he's
literally
talking about
gambled
the
the
risk.
future of the club. Your owner literally gambled the future of the club.
But
Because
I
you're
don't think
telling
it's.
me
I think it's
that
this
you'll
season is
have-
gambling. I think it's this
Okay, so
season.
hold on.
Mo,
You're
if
telling
he-
me
if-
that
alright.
3 or 4 will work, right? What about? I am expecting 4 of the signings to work. 5.
Mhm.
What about the other 8? Like you literally bought 22 players in 1 year, bro.
Okay.
You literally did.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't understand. Listen, I don't.
How
Listen.
many?
طب
how
اوكي
many
خلاص
of
you
them
don't
will work?
understand I
You
don't
guys,
understand.
you guys,
You know-
Hussam, you want me
wait,
to
you
sit
know-
here and accept your worst
Brother,
case scenario?
But
That's
Ziad,
bullshit.
Ziad,
I am
Ziad,
just
do you know what
I am
you
just
know what
saying
you
your worst
done?
case scenario.
You know
Everyone
you
chill,
know
everyone
what you
chill.
done?
خلاص
You're
خلاص
telling,
خلاص
you're telling me
Let
everyone
about
me just
Lukaku and Maguire.
please, relax,
That's
relax,
nonsense.
please,
chill,
just
chill,
one,
chill,
just
chill.
one.
Everyone relax,
They did
everyone relax.
a Nottingham Forest, but they instead of Nottingham Forest just went to the normal corner shop, bro. These guys went to Harrods and started going crazy, bro.
Yeah,
They
we
did
bought
what
some
Nottingham
good players,
Forest
bro.
did, but they went to Harrods, bro.
I'm gonna be surprised. I'm gonna see what you guys say if they play well.
Okay خلاص perfect we're gonna
If they
see
play well, if
If
they
they
play
play
well,
what,
I
Mu'min?
will upload your owner. But
Or
my
you
problem
gonna
as
give me
of
this
now,
Maguire, Lukaku?
as of now, it's too much of a gamble.
100%.
And as of me, I'm a football fan and I'm against that one.
It's a
Man.
gum. It's a
As
gum.
we as we all were against Man City when they bought a goalkeeper, didn't work
Yeah.
out, bought another goalkeeper.
Yeah.
They bought a fullback, didn't work, bought another one.
Yeah,
As we were
60
all
million on
against
each,
that.
yeah, Mu'min.
But
60
even
million on
them,
each.
yeah, but even them, they did it over a year and the second year and the year after. Chelsea at the moment, you're literally buying players, and if they don't work, you go buy the next one. People are
Sam,
talking
check
about you
WhatsApp.
just bought Jackson. People bought Jackson. Now we're talking about Ivan Toney. Now we're talking about
But
two
they can both
strikers in
coexist.
January.
They can coexist, yo. Mu'min, this is what you can't understand. We have one striker. I don't even want to count Brojo because I haven't seen him play in a year. We have one striker. So Tony talk, whatever, it can work.
For the sake of for the sake of football, I hope it doesn't
I
work.
understand.
For the sake
I
of you,
understand.
for the sake of you, I hope it works because I want you to be happy.
That's
it won't
fine.
work because the audio is too
I don't
low. Anyway,
expect any rival to want
خلاص
to
اوكي
do
زياد فهمنا حبيبي. Listen everyone, we're gonna wrap it up here. Let me just read the super chats before we end the video وخلص بنخلص عشان زياد شوي بده يعيط. اخي
I'm
حسام
fine, bro.
ضل
You lot took the L, bro. I
draw
can't lie.
I have to. يلا,
number 8 is
يلا,
not wear that shirt. Facts. Obviously, I brought back the respect to the number 8 shirt. Big up to you, Zlatan. Thank you so much for the super chat. The Chelsea fan can hold that. I'm enjoying your tears. Endo is better than Conceido. We dodged
I
the
got no
bullet.
tears, man. I got no tears. I'm your
Hashtag
dad.
shameless, says
Call me
Elias.
daddy.
Big
That's a good one. That's a Conceido.
Conceido. Big up to you, Elias.
Hey, that's a good one.
Who says Murad? Big up to you. Big up to Skip, who says big up to the panel. One of the best shows. Hashtag Ahwa. Thank you so much, Skip, my brother. I appreciate you. The problem isn't spending more at all. It was Poch. Awab is the same guy that said Chelsea.
I said Poch as well, so don't give me bullshit, Sam. Don't give me waffle. I said Poch
the
as
problem
well.
is they
Awab
told us
said
they had the
they're
right
gonna
manager for the job.
It's 4 games. Come on.
أنا بحكي عنه يا أخي. أخي حسام, Enzo Fernandez deserves to play with better players. All these bums at Chelsea are destroying his legacy. Todd has to go to prison for that fraud. I agree. Enzo Fernandez is a fantastic player and he definitely deserves to play for a better club. My man played him.
Yeah, he rejected you, so he can't be playing for a
I
better
gotta
club,
go,
bro.
guys. I'm sorry. I have to go. So you guys finish it, and I know you're gonna end it. No, I can't wait. There is more super chats coming, and Hussam has to respect his audience, so he has to do more.
We'll wrap up.
I'm sorry. I really can't open my eyes.
Look
Thank
at
you guys.
Sam's face. Look at Sam's face.
Appreciate it. I'm sorry.
You had better energy.
Hussam, how many do you have? Hussam, how many do you have? How many do you have? You have 12
left.
left.
That's it. دقيقتين.
طب
براحتك if you wanna go.
انا هنام
Two
هنا
minutes.
وانت خلص الشو. انا لانك
Okay.
لسه هتقول انا ممكن انام هنا يعني.
Listen, let me just run through these guys. So look, Enzo, I agree with you. Enzo is a fantastic player, and he should have waited to go to Real Madrid. You're wrong, in my opinion, to the Inter fan. Poch is a good manager. Just keep trying to fix the problems with money, and I believe the owners are the deepest problem. Poch needs back to his style. I agree with you, and even with the stuff that he did in preseason, you can't be playing Chilwell left wing expecting to get results in the Premier League. That's just crazy. Big up to you, Deluda. Thanks so much for the support as well, my brother. Big up to you. Bassam, the show should be renamed the Football Cooking Pot. Lots of salt and beef. The game between Arsenal and United was a cagey affair. Fact, it was a great game for the neutrals. Alhamdulillah, I was in a neutral today because it's Arsenal. Big up to you, Ad. Sam Ziad is a typical Chelsea fan in denial that his coach is too busy cooking Argentinian barbecue than cooking something.
I literally criticized my manager. But okay, man.
He did criticize Poch, to be fair. He did. I can't lie. Big up to you, Zlatan. Allergy says, like I said last time, value for money, Sobslai, McAllister, Greta, Enzo, and said, imagine paying 235 million for no direct impact. Value for money, you can 100% make that argument because any normal
we don't worry about money. You lot do.
Any normal Chelsea fan will tell you they overpaid. Big up to you. They said Enzo walks into City's midfield. He doesn't. Definitely doesn't. City's midfield is miles apart. Any other midfield.
He starts over Kovacic. He does walk into the midfield. Literally,
I
Kovacic.
don't think he walks in.
Kovacic.
City's midfield three
This is why I
Silva,
wanted to leave because you guys are gonna keep
Silva,
arguing.
KDB.
Silva's a right winger. Silva's a right winger.
Silva
Okay,
right.
خلاص.
Yeah.
Silva's right. He starts. He
I
walks
swear
in.
Mo is on his 10th cigarette this stream. Habibi, now I understand why that stress ball gets violated every stream on never fall. Big up to you, Bilal, man. Hey, my man finished the half pack alone, man. Big up to you. Big up to Waves that says Judge Mo, Don was waffling 2 days ago. I can't lie.
Habibi,
Don
Don
triggered
waffles every
crap
day.
out the Waves on it was something he said I
waffles
think on
every
Mo's
day.
channel. Give Klopp a quarter of what Chelsea spent. We win everything. We win the quadruple.
You have the money. You just don't have to spend it.
So what Ziad is saying, potential FC, hey, it's mad. It's mad. Hussam Tobes is doing late night crashings. Hey, you know what it is? Maybe I'll hop into one of these spaces after I finish this live. And finally, Jose, our friend, Staffy's real life friend, shaking my head at you, and I see Chelsea hating agendas when I was hoping to see a United roast. Hey, the United roast happened the first hour and a half.
For an hour and a half.
Forest gift after the Chelsea lost karma. Staffy, big up to you, Jose. Gracias, amigo, one more time. And listen, we cooked the fuck out of Staffy and Ozzy. They were
Fuck
about to cry
Jose.
in the first hour and a half. So let's
There
just
was
say
no cooking, bro. The meat.
Anyway.
Give him respect. Fuck that guy.
Okay. خلاص تعيطش. Big up to everyone who's tuned in. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you're all slapping the likes. Make sure you're all subscribing. Big up to Waves. Big up to Anthony. Big up to Ninit, Paltoni, Abdurrahman, Tevin, Delali, Awab, Javed, Raz, Allergies, Lol. There's a guy called Lol. Big up to Usama. Big up to Muhammad. Big up to Ilyas, Mishari, Darwin, Murad, Hussam's fan. Big up to you. Big up to Rapka. Big up to Jose. Big up to the other Jose, Zlatan, and Ed for the super chat. Make sure you're all liking. Make sure you're all subscribing. We're going to go on the lovely panel to let you know where to find them. Saad, where can people find you?
Football Corner, okay, maybe put in the right place. Football Corner 97 and then Twitter right over here. Thank you very
Using
much
his
for having
fingers
me.
just like Havertz uses his feet. But make sure you go subscribe to his channel. Moment, where can people find you?
Never a foul every day.
Big up to you, Moment. Ziad, where can people find you?
You can find me. You can find me on my Twitter, man, at Zizo_9000. But more
Right next to Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, right next to Stamford Bridge, or just come to Stamford Bridge. But most importantly, like and subscribe to Hassan, man. Like the video, share. Big up Staffy as well. Staffy_TV. Sorry. Make sure you like and subscribe to him, to Saad as well, and never foul as well. Judge Bill, man. Big up Judge Mo. Big up Ozzy.
Ozzy,
Big
where
up Hassan
can people
family
find you?
again.
Yeah, man, exclusively on Al Ahwa and with Staffy on his channel. Make sure you subscribe to Staff. He works hard on his shit, so I respect the thing.
When fuck is he getting 3 shoutouts?
Congrats. Because he's a real one. Obviously,
زياد
congrats.
اوزي هو ريل 1 بيطلع القناه بحكي
حرام عليك يا حسام.
خلاص
Let me give you your flowers. Obviously, congrats to Hassan for reaching 21k. Here's to 30k, inshallah, very soon. But yeah, most importantly, to the people that come here and watch Al Ahwa on a regular basis, we always get a lot of you here. So I respect it. Thanks for everyone. We all having banter. We all joke aside. And yeah, we'll be here next week. Is it next week? Will we be here next week? Is this the Premier League? I don't know.
inshallah
We'll be here, inshallah. But yeah, big up Hassan. Thanks for having me as always. Bro. I appreciate it. I always
Big up to you. Big up to you. And Staffy, where can we find you, Staffy? If we haven't made it obvious enough.
انا مش عارف هيعيط ليه ومو بيزعق لنا. He wants to just shut the show. ابويا قاعد معانا. والله حاسس ابويا قاعد معانا. I mean, bro, listen.
اشرب قهوه كده.
You can't survive 30 more seconds.
It's freaking 2:40 in the morning.
طب الساعة 4 الا ربع.
خلاص بعد شوي بكون صلاة الفجر.
Okay.
You guys woke up like what time?
What? It's 2:40 في الأهلية. Are you serious?
It's 1:40 over here, bro.
منصورة يا معلم المنصورة.
Did you see how you wasted my time when I could have just given myself a shout out? We would have ended it. You always
Follow
start.
Mustafa on Staffy TV. Staffy TV.
Stuff
Not
on
the
the score
dog channel. Not the dog channel. It's the other channel that has his face.
It's not the dog channel. It's not the dog channel. You remember, see. So if Mo remembers,
you know.
listen, I'll tell you something. If Mo remembers, so should everyone in the chat. So go subscribe to Stuff_TV. Get me to 1,000
I cannot
subs.
do this, man.
Thank you for having me on El Ahwa as usual. I will be back on Tuesday for the A-listers, or maybe I won't, but because maybe I'll hide that day. Thank you, Ozzy. That is the channel right there. There's no dogs but me. I'm the real dog.
Staffy
But thank you,
TV.
man.
No dogs. Just pure Man United echo chambers.
رايك وانت وزياد تقوموا
يا راجل
تبصوا.
حرام عليك ايكو تشامبرز.
مالي يا عم مالي.
والله
Big up
العظيم
to you guys.
Khalid Mu'min is the best Mu'min. I swear to God. We need to
Yes.
get him.
Big up to you
tired.
guys.
خالص ومخلص.
يا عم لا close the show بقى.
I will see you guys tomorrow, inshallah. Peace out.
سلام